Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone is having a fantastic Sunday morning so far. The time changed last night. Good morning, B Shady. Good morning, Drummer. Time changed, so for some people who don't use a cell phone and their time didn't automatically change, they might be an hour late to the meeting. That is quite okay. Not much going on Sundays anyway, so we'll just be here talking about knives. My good old country voice. Let's see what's going on in my world. So, picked up my car yesterday, and there seems to be absolutely nothing wrong with it at all. So I'm convinced I got to some water in my gas, or some bad fuel, or some dirt in the line, something that made it stutter and misfire. So that's good news. Don't have to worry about that car per se, but my luck, it'll happen again soon. But I'm still going to go look at that other car today. That's a good deal, and probably buy it. Pretty quite sure I'm going to buy it, just because you can't beat a 2014 with 75,000 miles for $4,000, especially how car prices are nowadays. And it was only driven by an aunt and a grandmother, so I know it wasn't worn out and ragged out, and wasn't Ubered and everything else. So $4,000 for 75,000 miles, 2014. Even though it is a Ford, gonna buy it. So yeah, so car troubles are solved somewhat. I've got a couple of other vehicles, but they're kind of specialty vehicles. I've got a 87 Toyota 4x4 with a lift kit that I take mudding and just to have fun in, and then I have a Expedition that I use to pull my camper, but it's a Eddie Bauer, and it doesn't get but about 8 or 10 miles to the gallon, so it's not the car to drive 30 miles back and forth each way to work every night. So my little Nissan Sentra that I've been driving is the one I use to go back and forth to work, because it gets like 35 miles to the gallon. So that Ford Focus would be a good replacement for that little car. Anyways, let's get right into it, like we always do about this time. Talk about what I carried. I decided I was going to carry my cold steel again last night in the front pocket. Just something about this knife. I don't know. Y'all have learned that I prefer larger knives. This is a larger knife. The weight of it with these aluminum scales is great, with no liners. Very comfortable weight. Blade's good. I like the action on it. I like how anywhere, when I go to close it, anywhere I have the lock, as long as it's past there, and I just shake it. Well, I said anywhere, but anywhere except right at the very end. If I shake it, it'll close perfectly. So I love the action on it. It's real easy to close, real easy to open, feels good, cuts everything I need. Feels pretty sturdy. So anyway, it's what I felt like carrying last night in the front pocket. And in the back pocket, I carried this, which I really want to show y'all, because this is something special. This came from Temu. Good morning, Nick. This is a Temu purchase. It is full titanium. It is a frame lock. It has a nice lanyard hole. Nice flipper tab. No other way to open it. And it is a utility knife with a frame lock. Even got a lock bar insert. It has got a toolless change. You just press down on this right here, and it pivots that out, and you can pull the blade right out and change it out. locks back in place. It's got super solid lockup side to side and vertically because it's a frame lock. And it's got better action than a lot of knives that I have. Full titanium. I know y'all carry stuff like this occasionally, so that's why I was excited to show it to y'all. It came with a pack. It came with a nice little hard plastic case and a pack of, I guess, 10 extra blades. And these can currently be purchased. Let's see. Yeah, 10 pieces. Came with extra blades and a nice little plastic case. But all this right here for $26. So for you EDC people, $26 is a wonderful deal for full titanium frame lock utility knife or box cutter, whatever you want to call it. Like I said, you just push that button and the blades come right out. The lockup does feel very good on it. Like I said, there's no blade play either direction. Pretty cool little design. It's got nice little chamfer curved edges. It's got nice clip, nice lock bar relief, and the action is just like butter. Like, it's got to be on bearings. I haven't taken it apart yet, but I can't believe it even has a lock bar insert. Like, come on, man. $26, full titanium. Can't beat it. So I will share the link to this in the Discord, of course. So if you haven't joined the Discord, you need to join the Discord. But I will also try to share it in the description of the video. I'm not good about going back and editing the descriptions of the videos. Let me see what it is actually called. I think it's just simply called, yeah, it is called Titanium Alloy Folding Knife with Removable Blade. So if we go to Firefox here and go to Temu.com, see. I don't use Temu much, but I got it in less than a week too, which was super cool. So, titanium alloy folding knife with removable blade. So, quite a few people have it. It is $34, $28. There's some smaller ones that are little scalpels. But this one right here that says almost sold out is $26.65. There you go. I don't know who makes it. I would say one of the knife companies. Says Taya, I don't know, Seymour, Guangdong, China. Wins. So yeah, free shipping. You get something else with it. Yeah, so the link for it is going to be in the chat. Good morning, Knives Are Life. So wow, that's a heck of a link there. Let me see if I can shorten it a little bit. I hate links that have all that extra bootlian stuff afterwards, so I keep deleting, delete all that. Oh my god, that thing was so long. Yeah, there we go. This should be the actual link. Whoops, what happened? Oh, it's too long. Nice, it's too long. So if you haven't joined the Discord, please do so. I will post it in general. It is right there in general. Don't know how I can. All right. So Squid Industries is coming out with a folding knife, sir. I seen it on Blade Show video. No, sir, I did not. But we are going to try to find some more Blade Show videos this morning, so maybe that can be one of them. We will check that out shortly. Before we get into the Blade Show stuff, because we're going to go check that out pretty thoroughly, see who's posted newer stuff. There's a few links I wanted to show y'all that I saved for the channel last night. This was one of the coolest things I saw. This is what McNeese had in his pocket. It's a prototype that he was walking around Blade Show with. And I don't know if you can tell, but that's milled. And that is my kind of size knife. Big knife, beautiful blade, great looking McNeese. Just plain simple lines. Looks like the action on it is butter. So that was actually in Mr. McNee's pocket. So look forward to that one. Then next I had a link to the new Civivi Snex giant size knife. They made a full size Snex from Civivi that's coming out soon. It does have the shark lock or whatever type of lock. Looks like a giant big beefy knife. Looks like really easy to access, that shark lock. I like the placement on it. So that is the new Civivi Snex from Blade Show. And then last but not least, for you knife deal people, you get a free mini penguin, titanium mini penguin with purchase. Any knife from our exclusive knives page. And a penguin mini to your cart. Get the penguin mini free. And this is on traditional pocket knives, or whatever the other name of it is. You know, the other name, the guy's name. I'm sure y'all are shouting it in the yeah, anyway, Reisner. Yeah, see Reisner? There, I got it before y'all could tell me in the chat. But yeah, you get a free mini penguin with any purchase right there. So those were the 3 links that I had from Reddit that I wanted to show y'all. That McNeese does look pretty fire, I would have to say. In fact, I just want to see it one more time. So let's go to it just one more again. That is my style knife. No doubts about it. I would say it even probably has to even be longer than 3.5 inches. That guy looks like he's got kind of chunky hands, and I'd say that's pushing 3.7, 3.8 inch blade. It is a prototype though, so you never know. Now let's look up what he said. Squid Industries.
At least it'll be on camera.
The weight pins are the spacers, and the spacers are the pins.
That's cool. That is wacky. Look at that blade. Oh my god.
This is 2024. So let's find some Blade Show 2025 videos I recently uploaded. This is everything this guy got. All right, new knives. Keybar, Tops, We, Civivi, and more. That's Smoky Mountain Knife Works. That's a 48-minute video. Man, there's not many. I just can't believe there's not more. I'm guessing maybe under shorts. We might catch a few. No, that's last night. Knives Are Life. Do you remember? Can you post a link to that video, or can you point us to the Squid Industries video? Here's the wildest knives. Pocket check. That's always fun. Blade shows. So let's scan through this a little bit and see what's going on.
I'm your host, Tomas. I'm going. She's incredible and amazing. All right, you guys, we found an up-and-coming YouTuber. You might know her, Melissa Miller. She's incredible and amazing. We just had a very special moment with a future Melissa Miller. But we wanted to get a pocket check. What are you carrying today?
Here, I'm gonna have him hold this. So I didn't bring my knives with me because I don't check knives in the airport. But I have my content creator pocket check. This is my 511 pushback. It's got a great bunch of panels. I like to keep my DJI mics here and on the side. Open this up, and then all the goodies, pens, notepad, exhibitor badge stuff, backup battery. This is a fantastic bag that I carry with me. It's like a tactical bag, but it's really good for content creators. So yeah.
The future Melissa Backwoods right here.
Oh, no. Are these your knives? Can I hold one? Thank you. Oh my gosh. It's a wooden NAF Lander with Desert Warrior. Are you?
See, that is so cool, because this right here is about what it's about. Melissa's taking the time
That's awesome.
to talk to the young fans and inspire the next generation of everyday carry and blade show enthusiasts. That's
cool.
That's heartwarming right there.
I don't mind watching this for me.
Something stay away. Something I'm ready to go and okay, check it out. That's his vibe.
How you doing, man?
Like a
Power Rangers.
the chopper on the horizontal carry. I have the gambler. I have here.
So these are
All right,
just
you
pocket
might know-
checks.
25 African Brazilian. We got our Aussie
let's go see
oil. We got our
other
detachable
knives
jade
that's going on.
bolts. We got a great batch of makers. Tons of cool people. I'm just having fun.
And where can people find more information on?
Best Tech Knives. Let's see. Videos. Latest. Okay, live. 5 years ago, 4 years ago. Shorts. SHOT Show 2024. I don't know why. Yes. 1 month ago.
You can tell me.
So that's not new. Drummer, can you help point me somewhere? Can you give me a link? Texas Blade Show 2025. Let's see what this guy got. At least we can watch that. Scan through that a little bit.
Blade Shows Texas 2025. His given to me things, a lot of stuff because I'm gonna be everything giving me the wallets. I thought that here my I want to hold or hand the coin put large time cash. If I
all right, got some wallets.
Attention.
Cool.
The thing is why it is a carabiner. It's a bottle cap lifter. We've seen variations of this before in different scenarios from different companies. He's tried. They're I think that agents like.
All right.
And it's very. I think I
cool.
got some stuff dope, but this is something that I'm proud of with this given to me. All right, so this is the Bear bottle opener version by Tactile Turn. They've made some subtle changes to the Bear, and I can see it as note in the new edition. See here. So this is the Bear. The very bottom, it's a Magna Cut blade. I have one that was in the copper variation, starting to get some nice patina on there. So it's still the same size. They've also dropped the price of it. It's still rocking a Magna Cut blade, but look what they did with that. They built into it a bottle cap lifter. Now, I particularly almost always have a bottle cap lifter near me, mostly because if I go to a barbecue or something like that, or even here in the man cave, I tend to drink a lot of sparkling water, and also at any given moment can open up some stuff. Look what they did with that. So you do lose some real estate on the blade. You do lose a little bit of real estate on the blade itself.
A little bit.
But now you get that bottle cap lifter. I thought that was really dope. I thought it was a unique design. This is a great talking piece. Sometimes you get a knife as a talking piece.
I would use it personally.
Sometimes it's not always about having a super functional, just the flyest thing ever when it comes to a knife. This thing is now sub $300. I think when I bought this version here, I think
$300 bottle
knife.
Nice.
They do
right.
American. I
See
bought
what's
it
next.
for that. Presidio 2 by Benchmade. Now this is the Mini Presidio 2 by Benchmade. Now
Mini
this thing has been out for
Presidio 2.
over almost a decade. Mine has a born on date of February 20th of 2025. What does that mean? Although this has been out for well over 5 years, going closer to a decade, it's still in production. I have Benchmade's catalog for 2025. In the 2025 collection, they're telling you everything for the Presidio 2 is
If
still
you've got a
in
Benchmade
because
catalog,
I
me and
wanted
you are
something
probably
that
not
was a
the
little
same
bit
kind of knife
bigger
collector.
than the mini Griptilian, which I love.
I
But
mean,
it's a little
catalogs are
smaller
cool
in
to
the
look
hand.
at, but
I didn't want the
Benchmade's
full
way
size
overpriced,
Griptilian because it's
so,
a little big in the
in
hand.
my opinion.
And I kind of getting a little bit tired of how the grivery of my bug outs just aren't really cutting it for me. I have aluminum bug outs. I have carbon fiber. But when I saw this is from their Black Class lineup, which is their tactical lineup. And for this knife itself, it is a
Cool
polymer
looking little knife.
scales, but with
I like the texture on it.
any
All right,
then the and
it's a Benchmade. Let's go. What's next?
P6.
I'm gonna go back and check for links that y'all might have posted me here in just a second. I can't see the chat
His
at the
knives.
moment,
Nice
so.
that some of these made in America
there's
knives
TKL.
are asking. I like where he's starting to give you a little bit more bang for your buck. Now,
I like
the
that
knife's going to
pouch.
ship in something like this, a little bit
That's
of
super
RE
cool.
action on it and patches action on it. If you want to replace those, you can just take them off the very front. I like that. That's pretty dope. Has his branding on the front.
That is cool.
But here's what it looks like in the inside. So I asked him, I said, hey, when you package this up, can you package it how a customer would get it? Because I'm just curious to see what you would get. And you are kind of getting these Be Less Dumb Band-Aids that the branding on that is just so smart. I think that he said that
Be
they were
Less
in the
Dumb.
shop one day and one of
Pretty funny.
his employees was doing something stupid. And he said, be less dumb. And it kind of stuck. And they put that on Band-Aids. And come on now. If you put that on an adhesive bandage to actually stop bleeding of your finger, that's just so smart. I hope that you have trademarked that, sir, because that's just super smart. You get the actual accessory, so you can make this into a neck knife. You can make this into a clip. You can put this a 2.1 clip on this. You can do an Alti clip. All this type of stuff works. But this is the DP1 by T. I said, can you?
DP1
came out the other day, and I wanted to show you guys this because I think it's very, very unique looking. This is the thinnest knife that he has made so far, the thinnest G10 scales that he's done so
Cool
far.
knife.
And so
Very
I
little.
love the way this
Thank you
looks.
for the
And
links,
although
Trevor.
it's
We'll get
only
to it
like
in
a
just a second.
2-finger knife, because of the profile of it, you really
That
feel like you
O'Neill
can get up
Outdoors
on
was
it.
the
This
guy
is
we
going to be a
watched
knife where
yesterday,
I
I
actually
believe.
add a leather paracord to it just to give my ring finger and my pinky finger something to hold on to. I normally don't do that, but I think this would be a scenario where a lanyard similar to this, but leather instead of
What's
nylon.
going on
or
with the viewers
550
this
cord
weekend?
is going to make sense for me. I'm going to do
Everybody
that
must have
for
went
this.
to
You
Blade's
get
show.
an AEBL steel. Here's the story behind
No, I'm
this.
just joking.
Tim with TKL Knives extremely respects his father-in-law. It's actually one of those stories that I strive to have with my mother-in-law, my father-in-law, with my wife. He respects him so much, and everything that he instilled in him as a
Yeah,
man.
that's a cool little knife. Let's see.
Longer document that knife design one of the
All right.
this one things stuff. They've been doing this support the
TRN?
first frame lock, and I not only was able to get the
Which one
show
is that?
an exclusive new Neutron. This is their
we
very
go.
first frame lock, and I not only was able to get this knife, but I also got it with the Magna Cut, which is my first time having one of their knives with Magna Cut. I've had 20CV for their knives. When I met one of the co-owners of the company, he literally has had a Neutron in his pocket for 7 years with 20CV, and it's fine. So it doesn't matter if your stuff is not Magna Cut. You know, everybody's real big on Magna Cut right now, but it's not a necessity. The thing I like about I've never owned the Neutron, but I know it's very similar to the Atom, is that you can change out the scales by just removing these two little bolts. Buy more scales from their website, and instantly, just like that on the show side, you have a brand new looking knife. And I like that type of stuff. I did get the Blade Show Texas exclusive. This one here is the fat carbon fiber with a little bit of purple mixed in. So if you do get this, normally
cool
from both sides, G10. The research on
I
the
don't like that carbon fiber on the other side,
with
but...
a society. Very, very well done with the frame lock, titanium pocket clip as well. Very good thumb studs. I have no weight to one rider.
Cool shape knife. All right, let's check out these
and
links.
a lot of
Drummer
times
sent
I
us.
talk to you guys about you don't need to spend that.
Let's see, what do we got going on? First one is
here at Vero Engineering, where I just spent all my lunch money with Joseph, who does the engineering.
I'm the designer.
You're the designer, the engineer. You're everything. Vero. You're Mr. Vero, basically.
I am Mr. Vero.
Okay, I have a question for you then. Where'd the name Vero come from?
So, fortunately, it's my last name.
Vero. There we go. So, if you didn't know that, that's where it came from. I knew. I just asked so that everyone else would find out. Okay, so I just bought this guy, which is a full-size Lux.
Yep.
And it is beautiful. And then Joseph is doing crazy stuff with his fingers, and I'm jealous.
He could front flip it.
See, that's how I do it, badly. But he's going to show me how to really do it. Pressure, no pressure. Oh, he did it.
Camera on.
Pressure, no pressure. Oh, he did it.
Camera on.
Okay, you know what? Hold on. We're going to take a break. I'm putting in.
wow. Okay, he opened a knife. I mean, I haven't tried
All right,
that.
so I'm going to try it now. Let's see.
Let's move some things out of the way just in case.
No, it's not going to not going to go flying. No, it's wrong finger.
The clip. There you go, right there.
Hold the clip.
Right yep. So close. Please don't hurt yourself. I do have bad
Flip, yeah.
All
Okay.
right, what else we
let's
got?
see it. I don't think I tried that. Try with that one. Let me try with that one. Clutch, come on.
Flipping knives.
What do we got?
else
We got the Axon. Axon?
Yeah, the
Axon.
Yeah, I want one of those
Blade.
fixed blades. I
So here's
think.
the in-pocket clip.
Okay, that
like
keeps
the
it in the
clip.
pocket, so you can just
So you can EDC your fixed blade.
amazing. Oh, I love
That's
that.
a cool
really
knife.
nice. Is there a pointy bladed version?
So we had the Mylan, those sold out. We'll probably do another run of those later in the year.
Okay, there is one though.
So yeah, there's a drop point version of
Nice, nice.
Damn, it's
Kind
still
of more like this.
$980.
Yes.
Wow.
All right, what do we got here? Oh, that's a brand new one, right? The shift?
Yep. So this
All right,
is
what do we got on the shift?
This is a River's Edge Cutlery is producing in the United States. Full titanium body, titanium insert.
U.S. made? Is that what you
US
said?
made.
Oh, nice. Okay.
This is a Nitro V steel blade. You take these two screws out, the blade pops out, swap in a new blade style.
And which you only have in 3D right now, but
Correct.
they will be produced in also the same steel. Okay.
Exactly. Except for this style here.
And that will be.
This will be our budget steel, so maybe like an AUS 8 or
Oh,
1095.
okay. All right.
We'll sell these in packs of 5, so you can use them.
Ooh, almost like a throwaway razor blade type of a
Exactly.
deal. Okay.
You just sharpen them all at the same time, or you get them bad enough, you just throw them away.
Sure, sure. That makes sense. And what do we got?
That'd be
Oh, this
good
is the
for a
ProTech
guy
collab,
that does
right?
a bunch of field
So this is the
dressing of
ProTech
animals
Vero
and
Synapse.
Okay.
takes people on hunts and
And
stuff.
is that titanium?
Be a great
This
little
is
knife
aluminum.
instead of having to
Aluminum.
use a
Oh, okay, that
scalpel
makes sense.
to place
ProTech loves aluminum.
scalpels.
Yep, black micarta top.
Very nice. That's really nice looking.
Thank you.
Are they? Any chance you'll do a
That's the
mechanical,
Snaps Auto.
non-auto version?
Avid One
You know,
prototype.
depending on how
See
these
what that
do,
is.
these
Okay.
seem to be doing pretty well.
I would.
Yep.
It's called the Avid.
This is the Avid One.
Avid One.
So
Okay.
S45 VN steel. I'm going to try to bring this in as close to 200 as possible, ideally below.
Okay.
It has the Vero flipper,
All right. Very nice.
so you can choke up on the knife if you need to.
Right.
I like the style, the shape, and
You also
look
have
of
your
that
front
knife. I
flipper,
don't
which
like
you can
the
do all those
two-tone.
fun things that we just talked about.
Yep. Yep.
If I can.
Maybe.
There we
Oh,
go.
nice.
Okay. And then your normal.
Yeah, I don't
little-
like the two-tone.
That one
pattern.
seems like it's almost kind of
So just
Nova-ish
leave
in
it
the
alone,
blade.
like it-
Yes.
sleep.
very
Okay.
much so. I like a nice
Nova
belly on
inspired,
a knife,
yeah, yeah.
especially a knife like this, so S45BN, like I said,
And
full titanium,
titanium liners, right?
Screws, and a steel wire clip. It'll be the first time we're doing a wire clip.
Okay.
Which is just
Really like the shape
honestly
of it,
great
though.
for EDC.
Sure, sure. And then we got the
We
Nova.
have our Novas.
That's the one you've already had, the 3.7.
Morning
That's been
surge,
around
right?
for a couple years.
Yep.
Okay.
What's
we
up with
dropped
the
this
change?
one
What do you mean to
last year.
change?
Oh, was it
the
only
VD?
last year? Wow, it seems like longer. All
Tell me
right.
about
Oh,
it.
because
Yeah,
we're at
the Nova
Blade Show?
3.3s are actually available
Instead of
on
my
our
house?
website right now.
And the 3.3 is new.
Yeah, we're
Yep,
just
we
going
kept
over and
some
seeing
of
what's
these from the
new.
last drop just for the show.
I will tell you what, I messed with the 3.3 a lot,
There's
and
a
it is
3.7
really
though,
awesome.
but nice.
And I was torn between the 3.3 and the 3.7, and that's why I went with the Lux 3.7 because it kind of almost seems like it's in between. It's not, but because it's a little
They have
skinnier,
a
I guess it
Lux
felt like it was in
3.7.
between.
And you have your rear flipper tab on that, which is just frankly fun to use.
That
So this
Lux
is 3.3
looks
version
like
of the
a
one we
nice
just
knife,
showed.
too.
And if you get in close,
Okay, I'm looking. What am I looking for?
so you see on the inside,
A lot of milling.
yeah, we have hex internal milling.
Hex internal milling.
So we
Okay,
pulled out as much weight from the inside as possible.
right.
This is a hollow ground blade, which
No,
pulls out
what?
a little bit
No,
more.
no, no. That doesn't look hologram, is it?
Yes, sir. Look at this one.
Oh, that one definitely looks hologram, but that
So
one
this
is too.
hand satin because the
Okay, it just looks.
grind goes
Gotcha,
horizontal.
Okay.
And yours is actually hollow ground as well.
That's hologram. Okay, yeah, it is. Son of a gun. I didn't even notice that.
Really, really thin behind the edge. Makes
Yeah,
it
yeah.
a really great slicer.
Definitely. And then the isotope.
And we have our full integral isotope here. This is the isotope 3.5.
Oh, I didn't even notice that was integral. Holy
Yep.
crap. Okay.
Getting an integral to function well is not easy.
Oh, I know.
I'm
yeah.
very, very happy. with
Because
how these
very few do.
Exactly.
A lot of them are hard to. They're not drop shutting. They're hardly
Not
ever a
drop-
drop
yeah,
shutting.
Exactly.
Interesting. And that's a really good price on an integral
There's the
titanium
snaps.
Yeah.
full time.
titanium
Price
one
here.
looks
We actually
nice.
held
Wish
these
I'd
back from the
picked
last
one of those.
drop.
Oh,
They sold
okay.
out very quickly.
So regular price on the isotope though, if you're.
Well, you won't be able to get these outside of a show. 475 is go off the special.
Okay, what do you got
They're
there?
on here.
Oh,
So this
okay,
is
that's pretty. And
the
that's
Dana
just
steel.
a
Non-lock
double
and
detent? Double
exactly.
detent. Okay, that's amazing.
I've got
That's
it
beautiful.
here
How much is that
on,
guy?
I don't have
The-
one.
520
Yep.
for a Damascene steel full tie knife is a little crazy. That's a little crazy. Usually the Damascene steel blade is 500.
Exactly.
All right, man.
All right.
It was nice meeting you, Joseph.
Great meeting you as well.
Thanks for my amazing knife. I won't
That
leave
was
it there.
cool.
All right,
Thank
have
you,
a good
drummer.
one.
Let's move on to the next one.
Everyone else
Oh.
spending $1,200 in 7 days. No, I don't.
Blade Show Texas 2025, and Tim, show us what you brought to the show,
All
brother.
right, guys, we'll do.
I have
promos
no clue
first,
what just
right?
happened to the connection,
So this
but
is
we
the
just lost
FLN
connection for a
2.0,
second.
and you can see we have prototype on the back, so it doesn't
Sorry
get
about
legs.
that, guys.
But if you look from here, you've got the hollow grind, the 10,000 edge, nickel boron battle worn.
This is the
This
one
is
we
the
watched
Nautilus.
yesterday.
So the Nautilus is going to come basically.
We saw this same guy yesterday.
So,
Oh, I'm close.
yo, man, grips.
Yeah, we watched this
Right
yesterday.
now are not the final. That's
let's
not
see,
even
what else we
hard
got?
enough. Just
This
nickel
last
boron
week.
in a hurry to get it here.
Yeah, this
So
is
what
the
you'll see
007.
is
Oh, it's the same one again.
What's up, everybody? This is Jason from Shade Edge Knights, and we're here at
It's we took a 19th century English trade knife basically and
It's a big
added
old
more
boy.
belly to it. So that's what this is.
So this is a big knife, but this thing is light.
It's light.
There's
Yeah, 1/8 inch flat grind.
So you-
Those are bigger.
Big old boy. What we got next?
This is what prototype with thinners because you're going to use it in the kitchen mostly, and but grind CNC because we're out in Wyoming and we put these things through the
There's
ringer.
a lot of people with those
and,
size knives nowadays. I'm
My other
wondering
buddy in Florida did a
if I
whole
should
deer
try
with
one
one
out.
of
I
these.
haven't had a fixed blade that
We're using
size.
CPM 154. We do
course, it reminds
have
me of a
some
steak
custom
knife,
MagnaCut
but-
ones that we did for the show. We've got 6 in MagnaCut,
That
all
one we
different
saw
colored
yesterday from TKL,
handles,
I think it
and a
was. It looked
coyote
really
brown
nice.
sheath. But
Might
we
have
usually
been
use
that other
CPM
company that we
154. The MagnaCuts are Rockwell that is 61.
Those size little fixed blades
And
are
we've already gotten some comments like, why
more
aren't
and
you
more
guys going
popular
63, 64? It's like, I don't want an edge that hard out in the field
I don't
in
know how
case
we
something
lost
did
connection
happen.
a minute ago, but
If you get a chip, they're just impossible to field sharpen. They're just edger still go 6 cool.
Anybody else have any? I
These,
wonder if
so
Instagram has
these
some
are based off of like Frontier.
Blade
on your
Show
go. These are
2025 shorts
we
that
have
we could
keep us
check out.
We had submitted the design
Okay,
to Leo and Craig.
Different
and,
looking knife.
Leo
Big
liked
belly.
it. They ended up running this thing 5
Knife
years
has a
ago.
belly like
so
me.
we got a few of these in stock. These are $200. Tops has them as well. There's only a few. I think there's only 5 at the show right now. Because Tops has 2. We have 3. We've got some custom kydex and leather. And looking cool. Of making this in house with those guys.
These are both.
This is the Solidago.
Yeah, they're both fantastic.
This is our like parang machete. We got jimping up here so you can, and a nice big choil so you can reverse your thumb, use it as a draw knife out in the field. You can make a bow with it. You can baton all your firewood. You can strike your ferro rod right here. Brushwolf's got a 90 section on it. All our knives have a 90 section except for these. I just didn't grind the spines on these.
That's definitely a cool machete.
Yeah,
I like
so
that
all of our knives
shape
have
and
a
style.
90 spine, or at least a section. And we and then aimed like figuring that out, and that's going to save us a bunch of time. So instead of doing like 20-piece drops, hopefully we're going to be able to do like
that'll take us over to Instagram, and we can follow them and then look at Blade Show 2025. No results found. Alrighty. Well, let's see. I guess that's because you can't search for posts. Well, that was weird, whatever that was. Oh, yeah, that's definitely weird. It's cool, though. Carbon Fiber Friday. T-shirts. Be Shady, some cool poker chips. That's something I haven't done. Some good old poker. I need to play poker and I need to go beat somebody at pool. There's my knife. There's a big ball bearing. I don't know why you can't look up like Texas Blade Show. I mean, I guess because there's no channels named that. Like, why can't... Yeah, Instagram is odd. You know, Instagram has turned into something that it wasn't made to be, you know? Instagram was like a photo sharing place. Like, hence the name and the icon. It was like an Instamatic camera. It's an instant place to share photos. So it was like a new Flickr. And then it changed into this big commerce social media place, but they didn't really change the interface any. So I know I've talked to a lot of y'all individually, and that you don't like the little idiosyncrasies of the problems with Instagram. Like, I don't know. And that search right there, I mean, I guess explore. I don't know what that's a picture of, but good grief. I don't want to explore. No telling what you'll get. But yeah, pretty wild how much Instagram has changed from what it was meant to be to what it is. Hashtags, is that how you do it on Instagram? So let's see if we search hashtag Blade Show 2025. Nope. Texas Blade Show. Blade Show Texas. Blade Show. So there's only 5 hashtags with Blade Show. What about Texas? Yeah, I don't know. Instagram's weird. Could be because I haven't followed that many people, but it seems like you should be able to. I don't know. Weird. Folks, have a good day, folks. See you later. Glad you popped in for a minute. I posted in the Discord last night asking y'all a question, but nobody was awake, I guess. I bought a Kunwu last night. It's a Pulsar XL. It is this Pulsar XL with DLC. Supposedly never been used or cut anything. And I got it for $160. The guy was kind of new. It was his first sale on Knife Swap. And so somebody else had YOLO'd it for $185, which is what he was asking while I was chatting with him. And so he was supposed to honor that guy's YOLO, but he went ahead and sold it to me for $160. So if he had followed the rules, he'd have made $25 more, and I wouldn't have got the knife for $160. But that will be my second Kunwu to go along beside my Django XL. So now I will have a Django XL and a Pulsar XL. I believe I showed at the end of the video another knife that I bought, which was
we got the keychain Flex G Flex.
The other artisan cutlery.
Big Eye. All right, take number 477. Appreciate you checking this video out. Make sure you smash that like button. Subscribe
Thank you, drummer,
down
again,
below
for the video, for the links.
This is the only thing you need when you come to Texas for Texas barbecue.
See what we can find here. I 100. I'm good.
We go because this is hang ground stuff. The boys already got.
Oh.
This is the first one of 10.
Yes.
We did 50 total hand grounds pre-release of the Lookout.
That's a cool size.
One of 10 that we did for Blade Show West with black G10 and anodized hardware.
Yes.
Leather sheath made in Chattanooga.
Okay.
So,
and I got the bead on there,
Made in
right?
Chattanooga.
you have.
It's my
Oh, God, it's tiny. That's awesome. That's awesome. I mean,
Blade Show
he's got
West
good
is what we
taste,
need to
right?
search
Yes,
for.
absolutely.
So you've already got a blade, right?
Yes.
And there's other blades. So,
Absolutely.
And you have the king of blades, right?
Absolutely. And you
So
know,
here,
I'm going to leave this
I'll
right here where it's
sheet.
at and just see if anything pops up with Blade Show West real quick. Blade Show West. All right, got a few videos. We'll come back to that. Just wanted to see.
there's
Let me resheath it for you. Let's look at. Let's see. So that means we need a pin,
yes.
a screw,
Oh,
a lot of stuff. Let's go. I think one of the unsung heroes of our product line is a solid grade 5 titanium mini pry bar.
I couldn't agree more.
Dude, it's like 90% of the pry bar you need.
Dude,
It's
I
90% of
actually
the way there.
I carry one of those already, so I think that's going to be perfect.
Oh,
Let's
cool. Dude, get one for the wife.
let's get this.
Get one for the
I
work
agree.
keys.
That's it right there. That's
Yeah,
the one.
I know you need some on those work keys.
That's
So
the one.
let's do a mini pry.
Oh, look at this bandana, dude.
Dude, they're
So
sick.
let's see what this
Dude,
guy
we
talks.
just got these in time for
Let's
the
see what
show.
kind of salesman
We
this
have more
guy is.
coming, but we rush ordered some of them. These are like super high quality. I love them.
Oh my
So,
gosh,
so
dude.
we
I'm
can
so
we went
jealous.
to the
That's
best
a good
guy on the
start,
East Coast
like,
to make
that gets in his
vintage
pocket.
style bandanas, and they're awesome.
Something
Anyway,
tiny.
That's
bandanas.
awesome.
Now let's see what.
Pocket
That's
bit.
tiny too.
Yes.
6mm flathead and a number 2
And
Phillips.
you
that
can
fits
put the
on
pry
your
bar
key.
on that.
Yeah, you can put your pry bar on this.
Dude.
And fun fact, grade 2 titanium keyring too.
Absolutely.
So you get a grade 5 titanium screwdriver
Absolutely.
and a grade 2 titanium
Y'all would laugh if
keyring.
y'all saw my key
dude.
ring.
Dude, the full setup. Full
Yes.
setup. Look at that. All right, let's do that.
I don't know. There's
Boom.
some
The hang-
psychologist says something
One of my
about
favorite things we've done in the last probably year or so, because I wear glasses.
you can look at a
Yes.
guy's key ring and
Optician's
tell all
grade.
about him.
Yes.
Microfiber, or you can clean your screens with it.
Absolutely.
Right size fix.
Oh.
The pillars of
Yes.
I would hate to know what they say about my.
This was in collab with our good friend
my
Chris
key
over
ring,
at
what that
Renegade
says about
Provisions
me.
Co.
Yes.
So if you don't know him, he's an awesome dude.
Absolutely.
He's here. I
Some of
actually
the best
just saw him in
hanks.
line. Team goes like a
All right,
It says-
so
grade 5 titanium.
Oh.
Look at that milled titanium pocket clip.
Yes.
Stainless
Look at that.
steel.
Let's
Bach
get a close-up
nib, it's
of
a
that.
Bach 180.
fountain pen.
Let's get a close.
That's what you need, man.
Yeah, that's happening.
Once you go fountain, especially for a desk pin, but this one's actually designed for
Fountain pen's the right pin.
Absolutely.
all day. You tell your dad. That's enough.
All right, what else
let
we
me
got?
see if I can do this off the top of my head. $100. So we're at $164.
$164
with Texas tax, which I don't know what it is.
And the EDC is already almost complete already. Come on, guys.
It's a short video.
That's what I'm doing.
That's
Have
pretty
like
cool.
this new collab going on right there. Dude, I
There's
love
some
it.
dice.
Hopkins over here.
Where you
I
be
got
shady.
it wasn't all
For a
Not
full simply
titanium,
CST.
flex because it's shaped like a G and because it flexes. And G-flex.
Oh, G-
Have you heard of
okay.
the G-flex?
Yes, I have. Can you
G-flex.
tell me
Okay.
more about it though? Because
Yes,
some
it
people
is
haven't.
right here. It's called the G-flex because it's shaped like a G and because it flexes. And
That
it's,
is awesome.
it's a key clip. And the reason I suggest it is because it is now patented. It is my first patented product.
Dude,
and
that's
that took
awesome.
a lot of time, money, and effort to get. So this is a patented piece here.
That's
and I
awesome.
think it'd
That's
be
huge.
Perfect for you. Yeah.
That's a perfect way to use your keys. I love it. Let's
Nice.
throw one in. How much can we get it for?
Yeah. They're $45.
45
and
bucks.
I pulled one for you already.
Wow.
So
He's got to pay off
Yeah.
that patent.
There we go.
that's what they come. They come in these little telescoping boxes.
I
Got you,
love
man.
it, dude. I love it. Let's get it.
All
All
right.
right, we're here at Blade Show, Texas. We have the pin, a wall.
Leather wallet.
That
40
is
bucks.
your special. Okay.
Yeah, of course.
All right, yeah, let's go through some knives here. CT button lock. Nice. Like that.
Woo.
Like that a lot.
All right. Well, you come over to this booth, 606.
Yep, 606.
House of Blades. Well, by the time this video goes up, Blade Show will be
Yeah,
over.
it'll be over.
But you can still use code CDC10 on their website.
Yeah.
Check them out.
I was like, we'll need to switch that up too.
I'm just gonna be walking around casually. Oh, hey, I didn't see you there.
Oh,
Nice
hi.
to see you. How are you?
Nice to see you
Welcome
again.
to my house. It's Blade Show, Texas.
Yeah.
What can I do you for?
All right.
Maybe.
What do we
Oh,
got?
man.
But
That's all you need in
Just don't
Texas support.
See you.
Upswept.
Products.
So it's
Here we go.
modern Klingman. Yeah, so my first knife design, obviously, modern traditional.
The
We have
Klingman.
this pretty aggressive clip point with an upswept, so it's a little
Do we know this
kind
guy?
of modified
Is he friends with any of y'all?
liner lock with
I
also
seem
a
to know
hollow grind
everybody
on
that
that
makes
blade.
new knives
It's kind
nowadays.
of like key feature for me. I love a nice hollow grind. And then the milled clip was
Hello, Taylor.
also a must because I've been clips
Taylor
out
Martin.
like crazy. So titanium milled clip on it.
Was he on
Absolutely.
a show? Was he on
Yeah.
Forged
Price
in
point
Fire or something?
60-ish bucks.
Okay.
Y'all know.
That's a
Do we
steal,
know who
man.
he
Well,
is?
we're picking up one today. So
Thank you.
I'm excited about it. What does it look like in the pocket? Is that what you're rocking today?
Yeah, right here.
Of course
Yeah,
he's
this is the green
rocking
one
it.
I've carried
He
for a little
designed
bit.
it. Come on, man.
I had to swap out. My brown one was looking kind of grody.
Gotta
so-
sell it.
I
Gotta be
love
able to
it,
show
dude.
it to everybody. and
Absolutely
anybody.
love it. Well, I appreciate your time.
Yeah, thank
We're
you.
It's a
gonna
cool shape
let you
knife.
enjoy the rest of the show.
Yeah, thanks.
Have
You
a
guys
good one.
too. Yeah.
It's crazy
All
how
right,
just
so
a little
remember
bit
the
of style.
Klingman will be sent over
really
to
changes it
Mike
up.
so he can e-curt test it for us. We're pretty excited about this. Make sure you check out that full video. With this buy, so
All right.
Variant. We only have, I think,
yes,
This is
I mean, ow.
so that's the Crusader.
Yes.
This is the Northwest Wind exclusive variant. We only have, I think, like 6 of these left on the website, maybe. And I think we brought
All
FD.
right. So they're sold out.
of
I know.
everything we have. We got the Crusader. We have not bit bar. Yeah, and
Clip
we're
bar.
under.
Bit bar.
Sure, I don't know.
I mean, I think we were under.
Close.
388
Really?
plus taxes. Not a bad
There
trip
we
to
go.
Blade
Love
Show.
it, man. I'm friendly.
Didn't kill his
Y'all have
pocket.
fun, and remember, let's
But if
take
you
your
go to
gear
every show,
beyond the pocket. We'll see you in the
400
next
bucks
one.
a pop and add up pretty quickly. Which no, I meant the guy that made that knife, the Klingman. Are you saying you watch him, or you watch the guy that we watched? Here's Concept and Tenable. They're probably going to have that one I asked them to send me.
Right on, brother. All right.
I've been wanting to get a Tenable.
New from Tenable. We got
Lundquist.
Elmar. Very nice. We got the Loki.
You almost
Very
bought
cool.
a Loki.
What do we have up here? Ooh, the beaver. Okay. Oh, you see which one gets mine? This is the... Ooh.
Beaver?
Yeah, that gets my attention.
That's a heck of a name.
Definitely. Nice. Look at the stonewash on that.
Eagle Strike.
Super nice.
The Eagle Strike looks kind of like the frat.
Super nice. Let's see. We got the Eagle Strike in concept and tenable. Very nice. Some cool handle materials there. Look at the milling.
The
milling
cool.
On that.
It's like a
That's a diamond.
Kunwu.
Wow. This is the tenable version. Excellent. Nice. Got some gills going on there in the blade. Very cool. Let's see what else do we have here. We have the tipper coming from concept. That is an Edgy Blade Works design. Very nice. Let's see what else. We have the Apollo.
Apollo's cool.
Very nice. Akara.
It's got that handle shape.
Sweet. Now this is
wow, it's
interesting.
camera work making me dizzy.
Wow. Very cool. All right. Let's see. Keep moving.
Mini lens.
We're getting to it. Don't worry, KC. We're getting to it.
Caveman.
It's over
Looks
here.
like a cool
I promise.
knife.
Caveman. I like that one. Holy cow. That's a chunker.
That's my style knife too.
Let's see. Raven.
Yeah, drummer. I wasn't talking about the guy running the channel. I was talking about the guy that
And
made
there
that.
you go. Look
Savigi.
at that. Thunderhead.
Maybe you're talking about he runs the
indeed.
channel.
Coming from our good friend at Knives Fest. Tempest Knives. Looks like July. Estimated delivery. Very cool.
Thunderhead.
Excellent.
Rudy Mendoza. Yeah, Fuchs.
A lot
Pops
of good
in
stuff
and out everywhere, huh?
coming from Tenable and Concept. Yeah, you know that one. You know that one. Now you guys know I just got the shard in.
Well,
Lots
that
of
was
good
good.
stuff coming.
Big Red EDC. Thank you, drummer, once again. And then we got... Oh. Okay, so you don't know the guy that... I thought you meant, like you were saying to me, it was the best damn EDC channel, like your opinion. I'm totally confused. That's awesome. I took it like you were like taking offense to it, like, yeah, that's the best damn ED channel. Of course I watch him. It's the best damn ED channel. Like, my bad, man. I wasn't putting it all together. So yeah, I didn't know who the heavyset guy was. I thought that's who you meant had the best damn EDC channel. And then I got really confused because I was asking about Taylor Martin. Anyway, thank you for the link. Let's watch this last one. You said here's a good one. Oh yeah, I saw this one a minute ago. Pretty sure, yeah, we saw this. I should
We're
have
here
gone
at one
to
of our
it.
favorite booths, the Bradford booth, with Nicole.
Hello.
Thank you so much, and it is always a delight.
These
to
are the
see what you
kinds
guys
I
have got
like,
going
where
on. We were passing
they
by.
walk up, they introduce
we saw some
themselves,
new
they meet
handle
the person
materials
at the-
first, and then
you
we
know,
got
and they
looking,
go over
and
some
we've
new
also
models,
got a new
they move to the next
designation
one.
for the blade steel.
Have a
So
nice
let's talk about
transition
what you guys have
fade
been
and go
up
to the next one.
Okay, so this year is the year of compiling customer feedback. We are super tight with our customers. We ask them lots of questions,
Thank you,
and
drummer.
they give us lots of responses.
Appreciate it.
So this year
I saw this one
was,
on the search a minute ago,
how can we
but
be a customer-driven
Well, how I skipped
company,
it.
and what do our customers want? So the first
because it had
thing
we, Savini,
was
and Syncut in it.
MagnaCut. We know MagnaCut. We've been around MagnaCut for 3 years, and the request has been a MagnaCut high
Bradford,
hardness.
I've heard
so really
lots of good
pushing
things
that
about
heat
them.
treatment to about 63, 64.
Quite
And
sure
so now
a few
they've
of
got
y'all
the
have
Guardian
some Bradford
3
fixed
in
blades.
high hardness, the newest Guardian 3.2 in high hardness, and what we are known for is this compact EDC, and now it's this small EDC that can do really tough things.
Yeah. This is like ideal right here. You put it in your hand and it just fits perfectly.
Yes, yes. So heat treat, super important. MagnaCut, we love. It's sticking around. We want to play around with it some more. And then it's this customization. Everybody knows we like our options and customization. So adding to that, one of our most popular scales is this G-Wood. And so the G-Wood is made to order. And I was ordering some more G-Wood and they said, you know you can order different colors, right? And I was like, what? Okay, yeah, I would like to order more colors. So we actually had a little game. So I went around the shop and I said, hey, they're gonna make us some samples. They say we can layer any color. What colors do you want to layer? So I'll tell you, this one was mine. that was my option. This was Wayne's.
I actually like all those. Tell you the truth.
I don't think Brad weighed in on
That's kind of crazy that I like all those.
So anyway, so you get to choose
I
different
think any one of
colors
them
to
looks
layer.
cool.
We're still playing around with it, but tell us
Whatever
what
that
colors
is.
you want.
Pretty
you
cool
know,
stuff.
I gotta say, I'm really digging on this one.
These
I
composite
love
materials
this.
they're pressing
This
together
is,
nowadays.
It's called lemon.
Getting pretty crazy.
That's what they named it for
From
us. But we
the
just tell them
fossils,
3
Raffir,
colors,
you know, like
and you get
that's
to layer
fossil
any 3.
stuff, halo material.
And
like,
they'll make it to order. It's so cool. And
All
so
the carbon
we're just
fiber
having fun with it.
technology.
Of course, we wanted to do red, white, and blue.
Yeah.
I love it.
But I've heard
And
real good
then
things about
kind of
Bradford.
just a shout out
Remember?
to something so beautiful. The natural burlap micarta is here to stay. Natural and OD green. I think this is so beautiful,
Yeah, that's
so
pretty
stunning.
micarta.
That's a scale that we're keeping.
That's what I like is a good
Nice.
classic, good quality
Now,
micarta.
the models right now that we're seeing on the table are the 3.2, obviously, in the MagnaCut HH, but the MagnaCut HH is coming to more of the lines in the future, right?
Yes. And then the G
All right.
is really, really loved.
Yeah.
Customer particular.
Bradford's super cool. We
product
can't
that I
afford
really-
to watch
Good
just
to
the
see
whole
you, founder of
48-minute
Keyboard,
video,
absolutely.
but we'll try to
And
grab
I tell
key
you
points
what,
from
this
all
is
of
a
them.
product that I really I got on board with years ago when it was just keys. But
Plus,
now,
I'm not supposed
even
to
if
like
you
watch
don't
their whole
carry
videos.
keys, this is a setup that
without talking
you don't
over
need
it,
to carry
changing it, or
keys because
pausing
you've
it,
made
or
it
adding my
into
own
basically a
content.
customizable multi-tool that you can have in your pocket with a huge selection of different attachments.
Well, that's pretty cool, like
So
a
yeah,
dog bone.
we're gonna
like-
actually put one together here to kind of show you how the tools go into the key bar. Everything's stackable.
Yeah.
You can kind of build it how you want it. You know, put
Right.
the tools you're gonna use in it. If you need a screwdriver, put a screwdriver in it.
Well, let's see how this thing stacks up.
So basically, you have different length screws, so you can make it bigger or skinnier. And so if we're going to use a knife blade, we would drop a knife lock in first. All right, that's going to go on there. And then we got a spacer here, and that's going to keep your blade spaced properly. Comes with a nice washer. And then if you want to add tools or keys, you would just add a lock, which is our spring lock, add another washer, add another tool, and you keep stacking up. We have longer screws if you want to make it thicker, and then you end up with your blade stacked next to your screwdriver, stacked next to your keys, and everything else. And there's everything from mini razor blades to pry bars. We have tweezers, toothpicks, carabiners, flash drives. I mean, you can kind of make this thing however you want. You can put them on either side.
Okay, now that's a
and it's
good
really
man. That was a
build
heck
your
of an
own
idea. Whoever
little
came up with that,
multi-tool.
Right,
Modular.
absolutely. And not only that, but you guys do so many different custom options, basically.
So I really enjoy playing with materials and lasers and just the unique finishes we can do. This is really my passion, is
Right.
the artistic side of metal. We make a lot of really cool products that aren't key bars, and this is kind of how I get to release my
Do y'all have a key
creativeness.
bar?
I mean, there's so many different really cool designs. So
John
many different materials.
Tagamori?
I mean,
No,
we've
sir,
got,
I'm not.
Titanium here. We've got copper. We've got
We
brass.
are reviewing
we've got
other
some
people's
shipwreck
videos that looking at
copper
some of the new
there.
stuff at Blade
Vintage
Show.
micarta.
Vintage micarta. We've got
That's what this
carbon.
channel's about. Just
We
blade
do
talk.
I mean, we
Whatever's
do
going
the
on
whole
currently in the
plethora of
scene. Try to
materials
stay on
match
it.
your EDC gear.
Talk about it. Share it.
That is really cool. And of course, I mean, in this day and age, everybody loves to have their stuff customized, basically
We're
to
not
their
actually there,
personality
but
and to what they want to. The kind of look they're
trying
going
to
for.
pretend like
And
we are a little.
you guys have done that across the board. Talking.
Key bar is made in-house as well, so we make everything in Savannah, Georgia. We do the packaging. We
Savannah, Georgia.
Started building
Awesome.
it. We're here with Craig Powell, Tops Knives.
All right.
Craig, you
Tops.
guys, thank you so much for talking to us.
Of course.
Showing us the new stuff. Unfortunately, the tiny El Chete is sold out already.
Yes.
It sold out
This
really
is
quick.
a channel
And I knew
from
it would,
my
Really quick.
home
'cause
state.
I was
so
super excited. I've tried to steal
Smoky
one
Mountain
now from
Knife
you guys
Works.
for a couple of years since you guys
So,
first let
I don't
us
mind
see it.
promoting
But
him at all. I don't
you guys
mind
have got some
promoting
really
anybody
cool new stuff.
for that matter.
What have you got in your hand right there?
So we're gonna start with one of the other minis. This is the mini Frog Market Special. It is, this one I think changes size. This one scales up and down probably better than almost any knife we have. Because we have a Frog Market Special XL, we have the regular one, and the mini.
Frog
and
Market
they all
Special?
are scaled exactly. We're not changing any other dimension other than just size. And they fit. They still work really well.
Oh, yeah.
So even as a mini, this knife is like still super capable. It makes a great little paring knife. It makes a great EDC knife. You know, you'll open packages like a boss with this thing. Kind of anything you want to do.
That is a good size knife
Still
for a little
116,
fixed blade.
1095. The Kydex sheet belt with this clip here.
That is perfect, and that's exactly what I was going to say next. Is because
I'm glad they're starting to work on EDC
pretty
clips.
regular.
Oh, yeah.
Because they know a lot of people want to be able to carry a fixed blade.
Tell us about this one.
This is a Gnunting. It is a Filipino martial arts sword, popular in the like Kali and Eskrima. I am not a Filipino martial artist, so the guy that designed this one is his name is Adam Boyce. He goes by Spartan Mode. He is he's a really knowledgeable guy. Dude's been a sniper. He works at a government location right now. He's done stuff with all sorts of weapons, so guns, knives, hand-to-hand combat. Like the guy, you wouldn't know it talking to him because he's super humble, but he knows a lot about a lot. So basically, a few years ago, he brought this to us as like a, hey, I might end up on this Forged in Fire Knife or Death show, and I need something to take with me. And he was like, I could have, you know, maybe somebody make it. And we were like, no, well, let's do something. So we made it. He ended up as like an alternate on the show, didn't end up making it. And a few years later, Leo and I were talking and we were like, hey, what about that Gnunting? And so we went and found it in our box of prototypes, and we were like, okay, you know what? It's time.
Yeah.
So that's what's going on here. It's a big old chunk of 1095. It's got the classic Gnunting blade shape, but it's got more of like a Tops style handle. This is not what you would see on a traditional.
Heck of a big boy.
Right.
But yeah, micarta, powder coat, Kydex sheath, set up from back.
All right.
So, dude,
Seen that.
light, funky.
I know what that can
That
do.
is not.
Agreed.
Thank you.
Yes. Yes.
A really. So for the Tops golfer.
Yes.
And we're not talking about topping your ball. We're talking about actual golfers. We've got a really cool tool right here. What have you got there, Craig?
So, Leo, who designs most of the knives, owns the company. One of his favorite things to do in his free time is golf. I also golf. I'm not good. I don't need one of these. He's good enough to need one of these. So this is a divot tool. Basically, we took the mini Scandi knife design that's been super popular for Tops for a long time and turned it into a divot tool. So you've got your regular divot tool there. On the back end here, you've got a club scraper, so you can clean the dirt out of your grooves. Obviously, it's got the bottle opener.
Yes, because you got to enjoy a cold one on the course out there.
Of course. And the cool thing about this is we've got a rangefinder built into the forks here. So the key here is 6 feet at 24 inches. What that means is if you find an object, it's about 6 feet tall.
Right.
Hold this about 24 inches from your face. You put the top of that object in the top of your little window there, and you come down to whatever line it is, that's how many yards away you are from that object. So if you've forgotten your electronic rangefinder, or you're not using an app or whatever, like,
that's pretty cool.
You still have something.
You find
to
an
know
object that's
how
around
far
6
you are
feet
from the
tall
pin.
that you guess.
And most
Put the
pins
top
are
of the line
about
up there.
6.5 feet tall.
Yeah.
So
It tells you.
you have the
That
rangefinder
is
to
perfect.
to
And
get you going.
That's pretty awesome.
That
Manual
range finding
rangefinder.
actually
That's
reminds
smart.
me a lot. I believe.
I like that.
Tool for
I
gonna be
don't golf, but I like the physics
every now and then just
behind
make
that.
peace while you're out golfing.
Geometry
It's a
behind
cool
it, I
little.
mean.
What else you got for me, Craig?
All right, we got. All right, we're out of those. The Pionero Blackout, that one's also new. So the original, the original Pionero is your tumble finish, tan canvas handle. We've recently
There's another
released
one of
the
those
Blackout
size knives.
edition, which,
I was talking
as you
about
can
the
tell,
steak
is
knife.
Sold out.
size.
moving well because it's gone. So yes.
And then,
Tops
of course,
makes a bunch
the
of knives,
Wood Nymph
man. Good God.
is released now, and we are excited to see that one. Bushcraft Kelso is actually going to be stopping
That's
by
a
our
cool
store
knife.
here in the next few weeks.
A lot of
And
people,
we're going to be hosting
yeah,
him.
that
And,
rangefinder is pretty
We're going
sweet.
to be doing some videos with him as well while he's there with his family.
I bet we
Really
said that about
excited
the
for
same
that.
time in our heads.
Really, really cool
I
stuff.
just said it on the video.
And I'm going to be working on maybe getting some of this Tops custom stuff.
I need to work it out where we
because
can
look
do this.
at
Where y'all can get
this.
on Discord and talk with me while we're watching stuff
Now,
like this.
has
'cause
Leo done the work on these?
I'd like to hear y'all's
himself,
input also.
or been a collaboration?
Actually, I did the work on the leather stuff. So
what?
And I think going over
So
stuff
you do
like
all
this
the
is
leather
super
work.
cool
I did
together.
the leather work, yeah. So Leo made the front
Kinda what
market
this-
specials that are on the table. Leo did
what
all of
this
those.
blade
handles,
talk's supposed to be
blades,
about.
everything.
It's
The Zippos and
daily
the
stuff
bits,
that's going on,
I
so.
did the leather work on those.
I like it.
That
I like
is
it.
gorgeous. And of course, we've got ostrich here.
Yep. Got several ostrich skins.
Nice.
There's some regular cowhide as well.
Crazy
Most of the
Zippos.
cowhide that I used on the so see where the scales were.
Big,
super durable too.
We've got
expensive
a
big.
giraffe piece here. So
Oh,
we've got some exotic skins.
beautiful.
We've got some regular cowhides. Just an option for people who enjoy carrying a lighter around. I'm not even a smoker, and I carry a lighter every day.
Always got to have a couple of ways to make a fire.
Yeah,
in
course.
case you need it.
Of course.
Craig, thank you so much, man. You got with Kyle. What's up, dude? What's going on, man? How you doing? You guys have got. I mean, you guys are always putting
I
out.
need to get Kyle's
a ton
email
of new
address.
stuff.
Always.
And
build up a
it's always
friendship with him
exciting
so
to
he can
see
send me
what
some
you guys have
discounted
got
weed
coming
knives
out.
to review.
Let's talk about what you've got on the table here, starting down here on this end.
Okay, now these are all prototypes. These are all of our Civivi prototypes.
There's the snap. I mean, there's
So
the,
right
the
here,
Buster.
all we're gonna switch
snacks.
these two. The Elementum family.
Yeah.
We're growing it. Okay. So now we have a crossbar lock Elementum with the thumb stud. Right. So same Elementum we love. We know it really well. Same size, right?
Yeah.
Now just with the crossbar lock and thumb stud.
That is fantastic. Super fidgety right there. Micarta on the handles, Nitro V on the blade steel. That is really cool. And I mean, we're talking about one of the most popular knives over the last 10 years, really.
Correct. And then
now,
moving right along, you have the original.
Having Smoky
the
Mountain
first
Knife
button lock
Works do
Elementum.
this is good
It
too
was
because
bigger,
they know what
right?
sells. Like these
Now
are
he's added
sellers.
flip
That's
to
why
it.
he's.
there we go.
They know
And
Smoky Mountain
still that
Knife
same
Works moves a
great
lot of
action
product.
that you
and
know and love
I'm sure
from
the
Civivi.
Elementum's
Yep.
And
so it's a bigger Elementum size, just with that flipper, and then obviously going to that liner lock.
What did he say that was? Elementum
Now, original,
XL?
right? The first
10 years,
correct.
really.
And then
Now-
moving right along, you have the original, right? The first button lock Elementum. It was bigger, right?
Yeah.
Now he's added a flipper to it.
There we go. And still that same great action that you know and love from Civivi.
Okay,
And then
it's
obviously,
same
it's
size.
been really popular over the last year. And
Correct.
now you can actually watch it operate. Locking system. It's
Going to that liner lock.
That is really cool. Now,
Should've
let's talk
skipped
about this
around.
locking system. It's been really popular over the last year. And
Correct.
now you can actually watch it operate right through that viewing hole right there. And the action is insane. Tell us about this one here.
Yeah, so this one is new Snex design. Obviously kind of basing off of his Vision FG. This is the Buster FG. Because it's based off the Mini Buster on the Wii line. And this one's a
The
big
Buster FG.
knife.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. I mean,
Very large Warncliffe blade. Really nice, like overall.
I'm gonna have
it's
to have
really
one of
meaty
those.
handle, right?
Wish
Yeah.
we would
Also
make it.
rocking his super lock.
yes. And super fidgety, too. The
It
click
works
is really
way
satisfying and super secure.
Yeah,
I
super
really
like. I don't
that.
know
Now,
why I said sharp
The sexiest
lock
knife on the table
earlier.
to
I know,
me
you've
from
been crushing on
Civivi is this one right here. And
I
I'm
mean,
going to
they're
find a
similar,
way to
but-
convince you guys to sell me this prototype right here.
Prototypes.
Wow.
You can't sell the prototypes.
Sure. That's what we tell everybody. So tell us about this one right here.
Okay, new designed by Torbe. He's designed some of the kind of fixed blades and
I
some other
like
small
that
ones as
one.
well for us on Wii and Civivi line. Now the unique thing on this one is that is a titanium handle on the Civivi line.
That is insane.
So you get some really cool, intricate design.
And I even like that
millwork
pattern.
with the Lexan inserts.
Yes, look
I
at
don't
that.
like
Being
that
able to see
normally.
through that is so cool.
And button lock, thumb stud, you name it. Obviously, still rocking on all the knives. Still got the ceramic cage ball bearings.
Yeah.
Everything we love. They actually
That's a
want
cool knife.
snappy, crisp.
And it's a
And
prototype,
that's
so
a
they probably
beast of
won't
a
offer
blade,
that
too.
model. but
Now,
I want
we
that
talk
model.
about crossbar locks. You guys are killing it with those.
We just keep coming out with more.
Just putting them on everything. Just crossbar lock everything.
Yeah, we did the crossbar on the Elementum. This is a
It's
new
a cool
Gavco
blade shape
design.
too.
This is the
That's
six
got
gill,
that handle like
six
I was
gill.
talking about that sits up higher.
So
where
new Gavco obviously has a lot of its style and a lot of
You
its
can chop
design
flat.
elements. Just in a new crossbar lock.
gives you a
so
real
it's been
sense
fun.
of security
Really
too.
awesome. And this one I know is speaking to
That's
Isaac
super
here.
cool.
Got the finger grooves, got the wood handles. Tell us about this one here.
Really nice clean belly, right? Kind of upspoke blade. This one's an in-house design. Obviously rocking, let me see the name really quick. I gotta remember, Pentad. So still, flipper tab. You have your
that's a cool,
thumb stud, so definitely gonna
that's
be
a big
nice,
full blade
nice and
style
CVD.
too.
Oh yeah, so many different
Civivi's
opening
really
methods.
pushing
and,
it on the
that's
big
really what makes
blades.
them fun.
Looks like.
Now, this is another model that you guys have done, but now we're doing it in a button lock here.
So we got the button lock. So the Cubit is a button lock originally,
Yeah,
but now
Cubit.
we're prototyping with the aluminum milled scales.
That
kind of has like
doesn't even feel like aluminum.
Yeah, it kind of has like that diamondy patterned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, but it's like micro size.
CNCs
so
are
it gives
coming
some really
down
good
in
texture to
operating
the handle.
costs, so
But
they're doing a lot of
same
milling on
equipment that
aluminum
you
now,
already
so that's cool.
It
love.
feels
I
like
guess on budgets, I'll have to
G10,
deal with
but
some
obviously
aluminum
in
knives
aluminum,
instead of titanium.
It's lighter weight.
After
Yep,
using
it's
this 8010
super,
with the
super
aluminum
lightweight.
knife, don't hate it as
Now
much
this
as I
right
did.
here, this looks like another brand with that really cool like three-layer
Especially since I like
G10
larger knives.
on the handles. Tell us
Probably
about
a good
this
thing
one.
for weight.
So it's obviously a new material we're using for the handle. On that, it's still a G10, right? But it's just obviously kind of like tri-colored.
Yeah.
And it's layered G10.
That is so-
Rocking some really cool designing elements and a lot of different
That's an
milling
ugly-ass
patterns
handle.
in that handle to obviously
Yeah.
give you a nice, cool, and unique design.
Heck yeah. Now,
It's not
you
cool,
guys have
it's
been
ugly.
working on some fixed blades the last couple of years and really doing a great
Now,
job
look,
on
look
them.
how thin that one is.
Yeah.
I feel like it's pretty thin.
Those are ugly
Absolutely.
colors too.
Super easy to carry, really lightweight, but really
Looks
easy
like
to
a
hold
Christmas
and
knife.
use too.
Yep. It kind of reminds me of the Elementum fixed blade. It's a little bit thinner and a little
Yeah.
bit shorter.
I guess
This is
fixed
really
blades having a
cool.
weird
Now
something that
we got another button
when you
lock on
drop
the
it,
table
you
here,
can
and
find
this
it,
one
it's
is
pretty
in
nice in the
lime
woods.
green too.
Look how bright that is. You're not going to lose that anywhere.
Hey, no, absolutely.
It's funny he just
Yeah,
said
it is.
that. I just
We
said
flipped
that.
the on switch. This one, no batteries necessary. Stays
Yeah, right.
charged up all the time. So I mean,
That is very bright.
and the action is just insane. Super fidgety, really lightweight, just no nonsense folders.
I like
it's
that
gonna
one
be
better than
really
the
easy
lasting
and unobtrusive
colors.
to carry.
Correct. Yeah, nothing crazy's happening with that one. Thumb studs, and you got your crossbar lock for obviously your
Like I
locking
said, I
mechanism.
can see that
You got some really cool design
green with the
elements
red
to it.
stripe.
Right? You got
It
little
gives it a
holes in the pattern
breakup
that
where
also
it
go through
breaks
the
the
G10.
lines where when you're
so it
looking
keeps
for it.
this nice
Same
and
with that curvy with the black
and
and
it's fun
orange.
looking.
Absolutely.
I'm sure they did that just to
And
kinda
what
give it a
in
breakup.
the world is this right here?
No name prototype, right? I'm calling it the hobo tool for now.
It's
Yeah.
a sport.
You got your forn, you got your spoon, it's your forn.
You got your fork
fork
and your spoon.
and your spoon, bottle opener, and a little knife. So when it twists, right, and it locks on that half spot,
Yep.
and you have magnets inside of there.
Yeah.
Titanium handle with the stainless steel utensils.
That is really cool. I don't know why I would need this, but I want it.
So make it go to a plus sign, and I switch that, twist it,
Uh-huh.
and then come apart right there.
And now you can have a spoon or knife and a fork at the same time.
Okay, that's
and
awesome.
You're ready for mealtime.
And then
needs a knife and spoon at the same time.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, because you also got your knife.
Exactly. That's the point. That makes sense. That actually makes sense. It's the only part about it. But yes, that actually makes sense.
I like
And
how
then
the
to put it
knife
back
is with
together,
the
you just
fork, because that's when you beat
insert
the
it
two
and
you
then
be, I
twist
mean, it's
it.
not with the fork, because those are the two you'd be
That
using
is super
together, whereas
cool.
you
Now, when can we expect
wouldn't
to see
necessarily use a
all of
knife and a
these
spoon
hitting
together.
the store shelves?
So
that makes
most of
sense
these you'll
too.
see
That's
within
all
probably the
thought
next
out.
6 months.
Like,
Now,
that's
depending
cool.
on obviously some material designers and like
like
obviously
smart ideas.
engagement. So honestly, everyone
They
that's
would.
watching
They
the
could have
video,
put the
let us know what
knife
you want
with
to see.
the fork, but
What
then
do
you
like
couldn't use them
here
both
on
at the
the
same
table?
time, and
Because
those
we
are two
obviously
tools
care
that
what
you would
you
use
guys think.
together. Whereas you wouldn't use the
Absolutely.
knife and
This is
spoon.
really
to put
cool,
those
and I'm
together.
kind of in love with it. I am.
So there were thought.
I know, and
There was a whole
yesterday I
thought
looked at
process
it and I was
behind
like, I don't ever want that. But now I'm looking at it, and the more
I
I
would
look at it and
guess.
play
I
with
mean,
it,
that's my guess.
I want
don't know.
this.
They might have just
I
got lucky.
I can't understand that. All right, so Kyle, now we've got the Wii offerings on the table.
Yep, all Wii prototypes.
So let's talk about these.
All
for a
right,
minute.
don't like any of those so far.
Oh,
What are we talking
Except
about?
maybe that titanium one on down.
We what?
We.
I might like that first one. Yeah, that one's got the
Ridiculous.
recurve.
So Ricky and Taylor camped out at my farm, and Ricky
That
was
was Taylor Martin
insistent
again, I
on
guess, maybe?
staying in a hammock, and it was definitely down into the high teens, low 20s.
That's cold.
Pretty sure he got frostbite on a couple of toes. That's walking around.
All right, what do we got?
Is the Arc Boss.
The Arc Boss? That is insane.
Okay, this is a new
Yeah,
design by Grant
That's
Chambers.
Wii. I mean, that's Wii for you.
Really thick
I
titanium.
won't buy one, but they'll sell a lot of them.
Just a
liner
Art
lock
knife.
Yeah.
with a hawk bill.
Too
It
much
is
going
definitely
on.
Yeet approved. With that recurve
it's a
hawk
deadly
bill,
knife
this
for
is a
sure.
really cool knife and an insanely smooth action.
And I'd say
So,
cool knife too.
I mean, it
but
just pops out, even with that chunk of a blade.
practical knife.
It does. You got some really nice grind lines on there, obviously.
Not the practical
Intricate
means
machining, you
anything.
name
I've
it.
got plenty of
Now, this one
non-practical
is
knives.
Unique.
very unique. And I know you guys didn't really catch how I opened that, how I
Oh,
closed
wait,
that one
hold
right
on a
there.
minute.
So this one's got the flipper right here. But
How did you
this
just close that?
actually is the lock mechanism. So it's in kind of a detent position when it's closed. You open it, and that serves as the lock
That's the
mechanism.
lock?
There is no other lock mechanism. The blade is not moving in any way, shape, or form. And so to unlock it, you just push down on the flipper, and it moves out of the way. So
I saw
it's
that
set
when he closed
into
it.
the actual
That's super
frame,
cool.
the handle frame there. And this is titanium, right?
Correct. Yep. You're looking at the titanium and the 20 CV blade still on there.
Dude, that is sick. And I love that lock mechanism for its stability.
Man, now
And
that's
super
a cool
fidgety
lock.
too, and really easy to actuate once you get used to it. And can we even reverse
Middle
click
finger?
it? No, I can't get it open. That just didn't work. But now, when can we expect to see this? Because this is the one you need to sell me today. It's just,
Again, all these are prototypes, so stuff can change, materials can change.
Right.
And again, we're trying to see, what does the people want?
Jake,
So you guys
The
gotta
fact
let
that
us
I
know.
bought
this
a
one's really cool, and I really dig
Kaiser
that. I think that is
prototype
super
lets me
cool.
know that
So now we've got a new
Chinese
Karambit,
companies
and
don't
this
mind
one
selling
looks
their
like it's from
prototypes,
the
so I wonder
future.
why.
Very sleek. It's a slimmer.
The other
Karambit,
guy
right?
said he
You
would
got
sell
your pocket
prototypes,
catch,
so I bet you could buy
rubber
these from
tab,
Wii.
and you get a little signet ring, if you will.
Yeah.
Prototypes get out there.
I like this right here. That is a cool little Karambit. Easy to carry.
I actually bought mine
and
from
I
Way
like
of
the flipper
Knife
tab, but
by
I
a
also like the pocket
Blade
catch. That
Binge.
way you can
They had
you
some
can
knives
basically
posted
draw
on
it as
Blade
you pull
Binge.
it out of the
Right.
pocket.
Way of Knife
Really
people.
quick, and obviously it's going to be fun to deploy. One, for just cool factor, right?
Yeah.
Tacticalness.
And of course, with that design, it makes sense that it is
Knives
going
Are
to be a
Life would
reversible
probably
pocket
like
clip
that.
right there.
Yep.
So you can carry it right or left-handed. That's a super sexy design right there. And this one, for simplicity, is insane.
Yep, in-house
think I
design.
might like
Obviously,
that
we're
one.
keeping like a
I like the
really
gray one on
sleek
down,
kind
I
of
think.
design going on with this one.
That
Lines
looks
are
kind of
very
like the
straight.
solid.
Flipper tab is almost hidden, if you will. So then when you flip that open,
I flubbed it. I
flubbed it.
There we go.
All the lines are just matching. Your flipper tab goes back up into that scale.
Yeah.
It's just all keeping.
That reminds me of the
lines.
solid.
It's nice.
That, I mean, just from a design standpoint, that is like an Italian sports
That is a
car
clean-
right there. Is what it's like.
Clean
Now,
lines, you can't beat it.
We've got a Brian Brown knife here.
Yep. So this is based on the Trogon. We use
Yeah, the
micro
Trogon. I was about to say it looks like the
That is
Trogon.
super good. And that's a perfect size, too. I
This is
feel
a
like.
milled version of the
prototype I've been
Trogon.
carrying as well. I got the black one on me. And it's been a
I
fun
love my
little,
Trogon.
honestly, a fun little carry.
Yeah.
Because you're rocking the same kind of like ergos that you would have on the Trogon.
Right.
Just obviously smaller.
That is super sexy.
Bolt 390, titanium, frame lock, and then you have this nice like
Yeah,
micro milling
it's a
on the
Trogon
titanium.
Mini.
So it has a really nice grip on it.
That's really cool. And then, of
Then
course,
let's see what this one
we
is.
got the coral, right?
Yep.
Is that how you pronounce that? Okay.
Correct. This is a Gustavo Cecchini design. So same designer as the Solid, using his SLT spring-loaded tab flipper system. So yeah, what that does is just kind of as you're flipping it out, it goes right back into itself, and so then it hides away.
And hides right away there. That is
Man, that
really cool.
that
And we've got a
block
couple
is
of different
super
designs.
cool.
This one with the Timascus inlay right there.
Yeah, I like that
Right there, for
version.
sure.
Oh,
On
and
that
then
table,
you
that's
got
probably my
Frog
favorite.
texturing on the inside right there on the
Weird blade
flip
grind,
side
but
of
that's
the lock
all right.
bar. There's some like texturing.
Oh,
right
yeah,
here
right
on the
there.
edges.
If it wasn't
Almost like
$700, I
shipping.
might
Yeah.
get
Small
one with that.
details for sure.
That
I bet
is
that
really
was
cool.
$600.
And again, with these
$500.
coming out within the next 6 months.
Within the next 6 months or so, depending on availability of materials and such.
Really nice. Kyle, thank you so much, man. That is awesome.
Thank you.
All right. We got the Lander 5. We saw it already. That's what he's pushing, the $29 version.
Yeah, he's
okay. Oh, look at this. Look at this.
So $25 Lander 5. This will hit the general market in September. We got it on Kickstarter right now. HCR 14 MOV steel, stainless handle.
Yeah, we watched that. $29. Can't beat
Aren't
it.
into stuff.
At a really great entry level price point, but it gets you even more grande bit driver.
4 millimeter.
And I've been using your original bit driver for a long time.
That
now.
rubber thing's
4
pretty
millimeter
cool the way
bits
it
on
holds
that
the bits in.
And what the feedback we were hearing
Seat
is
belt
like,
or whatever
make
he calls it.
a 1/4 inch one, and I'm like, okay, so we have. So this one has 3 bits, T6, T8, T10, regular magnetic pockets there, and then seat belts like that.
Seat belts.
And then we did a steel bearing on it because we found that the aluminum didn't spin as long. So we put a ceramic bearing
Gotta
and a
be more
steel cap.
fidgety.
It's crazy fidgety. So this thing will run for like 2 minutes. It's so stupid. It doesn't need to run 2 minutes, but it's a delight. So anyway, it's kind of this idea of like the function is good. Now how do we make it fashionable? And it's got ceramic bearings. I don't know why it needs that. It doesn't.
You guys are absolutely killing it. Ben, thank you so much,
Thank you,
man.
DC.
Pleasure,
Yeah, I
man,
like
you
that.
guys. And we got some
Tactile,
really cool
good
stuff on the
old
table,
USA
but we
company.
haven't really covered, I guess, the company as a whole. So tell us about how Tactile turned.
That guy
came to
kinda
be,
looks like the email
and,
I
the
received
fact
back
that you
from
guys
him.
make everything that you do in-house.
Which was like, no, sorry, right now we don't need
was
any
started by Will
advertisement.
Hodges. He's the founder, owner.
We don't need any
HMFIC,
reviews.
if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And he started making pins in 2012. He started in a garage shop and did Kickstarter projects. Those
Which is
Kickstarter
fine.
projects
They
blew
don't
up.
need-
He ended up creating a
Their business is
website,
good, their
creating a
business
brand
is
around
good.
it. It really started taking a lot of momentum in 2018, 2017. And
I'm hearing a noise.
from
Never
there,
mind.
in 2020, he's like, you know what? I want to start making knives. So he took a pin company and turned it into a knife company.
Yeah. I mean, and there's so many cool ones. And of course, let's start off with this one because this is kind of a takeoff of a model that you guys have been doing for a really long time.
Yeah, we just saw that. So
And
go to the next
this
one.
one's
going to be coming out in just a couple of months, right?
Yes, sir. It's the Red Hawk. So it's a really good, just one
Yeah,
clip
that's
for
a
the
cool
belly.
knife.
It's got
Red Hawk.
great blade. Super slim, super slim.
There's
It'll
more and
come
more
in
fixed blades
different
I'm
variety of
feeling
my
drawn
Garda
towards.
handles. It'll have different blade finishes.
But I've got to come
Kydex
up
will
with
be done in house.
being
Really, like
comfortable
everything we
carrying
do, just to mention this as well, is an
So I
in-house
think a
process.
lot of it has to do with
heat treat
sheaths
is done
and
locally here in
where they
Fort Worth.
attach
Our
and
boxes are made in Dallas
how the
by
knife
print
comes out.
shops that we're really great friends with.
I don't know. Maybe I just
we
need
do
to get
as
used
much as
to
we
it
can in-house.
and
All of
get
our
used to
hardware,
anything if you
because
do
we
it.
are a pin company, is turned in-house. So every single screw you see here,
Those of you
even
out
these
there
very
who carry
complex
fixed blades,
pivots that we
what
have,
do you think about
these
that?
are
Do you-
all turned by us. We're not buying them off the shelf. We're not buying them
You
in bulk.
eventually get
We're
used
making
to
them
it
for the
however you
product we
carry it,
need
or-
because we have control. And Will Hodges is like cornerstone of Tactile is try and do as much as we
Does
can
the way you
in-house.
carry it matter
Our
a lot
grinding's
to
done
you?
in-house. Our flatness grinding's done in-house. Our lasering's done in-house. Our finishing's done in-house. Our assembly is done by our techs. Our sharpeners are our sharpeners. And this process makes it where we can control the elements.
Yeah.
And if you control the elements, you can make whatever you want.
Absolutely.
So that's why we make fixed blades. That's why we make folders. That's why we make slip joints.
Now, and you guys have got collaborations with a lot of people,
Yes,
including
sir.
Jared Ozier here with this this beautiful knife. Now, this one's going to be coming with some changes as well.
Yeah,
in the
so
future.
we will have a Warncliffe blade. One of the things we heard from customers, they want something that they could just pinch and grab, and a Warncliffe blade will make it a little bit prouder and make it where you can just grab and go. And also a Warncliffe blade shape is a very utilitarian blade that will do anything you need it to do. We really love the Ranger and can't wait to see how it evolves over the years. Another really great product that we have is, and collaboration as well, is the Richard Rogers designed Maverick. This has been one of the all-stars for tactile. It's been a great crossbar lock with a good deep carry.
That Maverick that I got
good,
free from
smooth
that guy
action.
is a nice
My favorite
knife.
configuration is this G10.
Yeah.
It comes in at a great price
I'm
at
still tripping. He gave
$280
me one.
with this 3.4-inch Magna Cut blade.
Just
that
for helping
will
him with some
process
questions.
whatever you want it to
Crazy.
do and still hold an edge.
One of 20
Every steel,
in
by
that
the way,
color.
that you're seeing here at the table is Magna Cut.
Okay.
It's our steel of choice.
Yeah. And you guys have got some other like this, the Terzula design right here.
Yes, sir.
This thing is absolutely gorgeous. And of course, Bob Terzula, the I guess the founder of the original
Wish y'all
tactical
can hear me
knife
opening my knife.
and knife community. This is a really simple blade,
Sorry.
all titanium on this one, but it comes in different flavors as well.
Yeah. So that has one of my favorite stories because it's really my story.
Closing sound and
back in
opening sound are
2015,
great.
I found one of these Mariner 2s, a custom of it. Bob said he made less than 50 of them. I found it at a flea market for $200.
Wow.
And I purchased it, and I didn't know what was going to happen to it. I thought it was just going to be a safe.
All right.
In 2024, in this 87, and for us to be able to re-release it in 2024, originated it in 1987, and for us to be able to back.
What's the name of it?
Knife Company. I was like, man, it'd be cool one day to be able to bring that back to life. This design originated it in 1987, and for us to be able to re-release it in 2024 in this way and pay as much homage as possible to the original design. If you look at them side by side, like the only thing that's changed is it's a titanium pocket clip. The only thing that's changed is that it's an inset lock instead of a three-piece liner. It's a liner construction. It still has the soul and the character and everything that made that knife special back in 1987.
That is super cool. That is a great story. And you guys have got, I mean, you're really covering the gamut. This one right here has been a really popular one for you guys, too.
Yes, sir. So the Archer is kind of like our Halo project. Every shop has like something that they want to do that they're like, you know what? It doesn't matter how much time it takes. It doesn't matter how much work we have to put into it. Let's just make a freaking cool knife. And that's what the Archer is for us. It's a collaboration with TJ Schwartz. And the amount of handwork that goes into the blade finishing, that goes into the anodizing processes, to the different experimental finishes that we put on these, to all the different flavors. Each of these are all done small batch. Like the biggest batch we do nowadays in the Archer is less than 40
I like
units.
that knife. I didn't know about
every
the
single
Archer.
thing is special. Even the standard non-inlaid versions
I guess
are
I might have
still
seen
special
it,
and
but-
very limited.
Now, you guys, although you've pivoted
These are
to
pretty
being
pricey.
a knife manufacturer as well, you still do pins, and you've got a new
Probably
mechanism
why I
here.
don't
Tell
know
us a little
about
bit about that.
Awesome. So this is the Magnus Design Switch. This mechanism itself is a really cool, like a light switch. You just pull it down, and you have your writing instrument. You flick it up, and it's disengaged. It's just a super fidget factor thing that you can play for days. You will annoy some people, but you'll sure enjoy yourself while you're doing it.
Absolutely. Michael, that is awesome. Thank you so much.
Greatly appreciate it, man. Thanks.
Absolutely.
Super cool.
So much.
Thank
and
you.
I got to say, I've been carrying this thing since October last year.
Nice.
And I've been using the crap out of it, especially out in my barn. I actually just had to sharpen
There's that
it for the
one
first
right there.
time because it holds an edge that well and that long.
That Magna Cut's good stuff.
Oh, it is. It absolutely is. What I really want to talk to you about today, though, is this new prototype that you guys have made up.
Yes, sir.
And tell us a little bit about that design and the backstory behind this knife.
So this is called the Dixon. This is a model I used to make as a custom. It's had some slight tweaks, scaled it up a little bit from the custom days, but This was a model that was originally a custom design, and we're going to bring it into production now. It's going to be our second production design. It's a completely different design from everything else that we've done. So
he's more
That
country
is
than I
really
am.
cool. Now, when can we expect to
Shoot.
see this one being available?
things go according to plan. We're looking at April, maybe May, and we're going to start having some small batches of these drops. So we're pretty far along into the
Small batches
prototyping.
of
So
these drops.
I think we're coming up pretty good on it.
I think it fits what you guys are about and the look and feel.
Yeah.
But with those contoured scales, it's like a
Nothing wrong with
completely
that.
new knife.
Oh yeah,
I think
whole another element to it. Yep.
My brother.
Contour scales. It is a little bit bigger than the 3.5 that we've been doing on the Mac 2s. I think this one's like 3.9 on the blade. So
3.9,
the
I
grind will
told
look a little
y'all.
different than this
3.7,
hand grind that I did,
3.8.
but this is
It's a
pretty close to
3.9.
the finished look of it. Finishes will be a little different, but that's pretty
Nice.
close to it.
I love that.
Not
And
gonna
folks,
change it.
You
It'll
will
be
definitely be able to
3.9.
find those in Smoky Mountain Knife Works
That
as
is
soon
all
as those
me.
are available. I am really excited about it. Jonathan, thank you.
That might
guys.
be my
Thank you
first
for all
$1,000
that.
knife that I buy.
So folks, we're here with
Honestly.
the one and only
Sure
LT
that's what it'll
Wright,
be.
and we've got some really cool knives that we want to talk about here that you
It
guys
might
have
be
made
900,
in collaboration
800.
with Les Stroud.
Yep.
And we've got a couple of
850.
them that are available individually, but then we've
Les
also got
Stroud,
a really nice
huh.
set.
Yeah, we have a
He's a lot better than the Bear Grylls
for
guy.
Those of you that are familiar with
That
Les
Gerber
Stroud
Bell
Survivor
Grill,
Man,
Bear
he
Grylls
has a new
crap
show
is
on
garbage.
PBS. It's called Wild Harvest. Well, we're working with him.
Les Stroud's
He came
just
to
a
us
cool
with some
person.
ideas on
Like,
knives. Him and
real
Paul
deal.
Wachowski, a
There's
professional
Bear
chef
Grylls
in
staying
Canada,
in hotel
go
rooms
out
and-
and they forage and they bring stuff back and make gourmet meals out of them, basically.
Yeah.
Well, this, what you're holding there, is Les's foraging tool. It's based on the old Hori Hori, but we've kind of updated it. It's a full-on knife.
Oh, that's a foraging
but it's got
tool.
the
That's
little
cool
shovel
for, like,
look to it, so you
harvesting
can dig
wild
up your
plants
roots and just whatever you want to
digging
forage
out
with.
roots. Like, that's
but what a
cool.
great feeling knife.
Oh yeah, I mean, very well balanced.
See, that's
Feels
some
great in
Les
the hand.
Stroud.
I think that is my favorite foraging tool that I've
LS.
ever seen right there.
Oh, I like that. And this is the field knife.
Cocaine
Les wanted
Cowboy.
a field knife that he could carry and just do general tasks with. So it's a full flat ground, 5/32
Says on his
A2.
badge.
As you can see on the one side, it has Les's signature, and then the Wild Harvest logo on the other side.
Right, that is really cool right there. And then you're going to see that obviously across this whole set right here
Right.
in this beautiful leather roll.
Yes, man, this came together. This was all during COVID. I was sitting at home sketching some stuff. Chef Paul had contacted us, and we were talking about doing a full kit for him for the show, and he designed these. And this all came together in emails and drawings and pictures, and I'm so excited about that. Now, one of the cool things to see is the way we tapered the tang. You can see that it's tapered top to bottom. So when we set up the grind, we grind all the steel tapered first, and then come back and do a chisel single side grind to it.
Yeah.
So you can see this
Chisel
330
grind.
seconds, extremely thin. It's got the holes so it doesn't stick
Exactly.
as they cut, and this is a wonderful using knife.
That is
So we have the
beautiful.
slicing knife, and then he wanted a chef's knife that was just an amazing thing. Now he's told me he's taken this, Chef Paul has taken this out and chopped branches off of trees, and then comes back and does what he calls the carrot test cut, where he cuts a carrot thin enough to look through.
Wow.
So that's what he was after in that edge. So we were able to bring it
Wow.
out with this knife. And doesn't it, the balance on that is
Oh,
so
it's
good.
just perfect. And the way that undercut right there is, it gives you a lot of confidence.
Absolutely.
In slicing with that knife.
Yeah. The next is a boning knife. This is one of my most used knives in the kitchen now. I like to make a lot of beef jerky, and I like getting that stuff out there and just cutting it thin. What a great thing. Again, 330 seconds. It's fully tapered tang, and it's got that chisel grind on it, and this thing is a sweetheart.
Oh,
Man, I'm gonna have to
absolutely
follow
You
this.
can play with it. You can do a lot of different things.
That
And now
kit,
we've got this
that
thing
kit's
right
pretty
here.
nice.
Which is a turning knife.
So useful.
Yeah. Has a little bit of a hawk bill.
Uh-huh.
There is so much, paring apples, peeling potatoes, whatever you wanted to do with that. And that was another knife that he wanted in the full kit.
Absolutely.
Now, as an afterthought, he's real big into oysters. So we created, off of some drawings and some knives he sent us, this ultimate oyster knife.
Absolutely.
Does that not feel great in the hand?
It
Now,
does. So it's got a classic LT Wright feel in the hand, but then you've got this, heavy duty oyster
Yes.
knife.
And it is sharp on the one side, rounded tip, so that you can get in there and shuck your oysters. Now, I'm not an oyster guy, so I don't quite get it, but I know that he has shucked hundreds at a time, extremely comfortable because he's not getting fatigued with that large handle. Anyone who has got this knife that's into oysters has come back to me and said, man, this is the one. This is the one.
Absolutely.
So I'm excited about that. And then we got with Spin to make this incredible roll. He left the live edge on it and just did the whole thing up. And they each have Kydex inserts with the slots so that you roll this up and he can throw it over his shoulder and take it out in the woods with him when he's foraging, or if he's going somewhere at a barbecue. Take all your knife right with you in a tool.
And you're all set.
That's a cool kit.
So
really
we are super excited to be able to do this with Les and Paul for their TV show. It's just a wonderful thing.
Thanks for popping in, TC Blades.
Absolutely. LT, thank you guys so
see
much
you,
for all that y'all do for the knife
So
community.
check out Smoky Mountain and
thanks
see
for
about
that video,
like
man.
this, guys.
That was pretty awesome. Saw it earlier, but should have stuck with it. I'm about to do some traveling. I think I'm going to Galveston, Texas here in the next month. I've never been to Galveston Island. So I'm going to go down there. I can get tickets for about $100 round trip. Which is not a bad price. I need to quit being scared of carrying knives like this too. Just something about, I don't know, like some knives that are super pretty, you just get worried. You can see the camera there. That's pretty cool. I didn't even know there's a green light on it. Ceiling fan. Everything else. That edge. Computer monitor. You can see the TV screen. You can see OBS. You can see yourself seeing the knife. Okay. That's pretty cool. Pretty funny. But there's certain knives you have that you just don't feel like carrying, like, and this is one of the ones that I have that has not seen any pocket time. But it's no more expensive than a lot of knives that I do carry. So I don't think it's the cost. I don't know if y'all see the action on that thing, but man, that's pretty. And this one doesn't even have a home in the big case with all the other nice knives. It's got its own separate little pouch that it just lives in. I think this was the first one that I spent any kind of real money on. It's a sigil. It's a sigil copy. And when I looked up some of the nice sigil models that had, not Damascus like this one has, but some different color, blades and inlays, and they were $3,000 and $4,000. I was like, or even more. I was like, man, I gotta have one of these if I can have one. So, gotta feel what it's like. I don't even know how bad the clip is. It's got that spring clip. I've heard people say it's pretty bad and I can imagine, since it doesn't have that curve at the end like most clips do where they curve out and around, it's going to be a V. It's going to want to constantly push its way out of your pocket, but maybe not. But geometrically speaking and physics of knives, I can see why that would be an issue. It's also got a cool design here where it's separate, where there's no relief really. That's the relief because that inner part is attached to the inside. It's a cool knife that I don't have out very often. And man, I'm telling you, this thing right here is the value of the week though. $26, full titanium, frame lock, utility knife. I think everybody in here should get one of those. Comes with 10 extra blades. Can't beat it. This is the sound that y'all heard during the video, was me going, and then that's a good opening and closing sound. Like opening, solid closing. Awesome sounding knife. And the cool thing about this, if you've got any kind of wrist strength, you can just flick it. You don't have to use any kind of flipper tab or crap like that. You just flip it. You just got to give it enough wrist, flick. And if you hold on to it good, like a man, you can get that. The further back you hold it, the easier it makes it too. If you try to hold it up here at the front and do it, it's harder than if you get that good leverage by moving back. And I've never had it. Some knives that you open really hard, the lock gets kind of stuck, especially on cold steels. I've had some of theirs where if you open it really good and hard, you have to like put pressure on it to release it. This one's not like that. Gotten lucky with that. But yeah, that sigil just lives in its little evil eyes bag. It stays wrapped up in its little cloth and everything. In fact, where did I put that? It's a plastic. How did I lose that quick? Is it not in there? Did I leave it? Did I put it back in there? No. But it's got the pivot tool and the screw tool because it's got the weird pivots and stuff. Man, how did I just lose that cloth and bag? Oh, it's right here beside me. Yeah, it stays wrapped up in this cloth and in that plastic bag. Scott, I tried, sir. I'm going to force you to join our Discord in order to get the link. I'm not going to force you. I will try to remember to put it in the video description, but you could get it yourself really easily if you just joined our Discord. And a lot of people think you have to sign up for Discord, and you don't. If you go to Discord, you just pick a random name that you want to show up in chat as, and you just log in. I don't know how you're supposed to wrap these bags to keep them closed, but that's how I do it. It's got that little elastic strap at the bottom, and I just wrap it around that pin. Do that. Couple things I want to show y'all that I didn't was, man, I got the most awesome watch yesterday. This thing is beautiful. It is a Omega Seamaster with the blue and gold and silver, all three. And the bezel click is so tight and precise on this. The loom on it is crazy good on the hands. Everything about it is quality. The waving lines on the inside there, the date here at the bottom, and like I said, the loom on it's got the release valve over here. Yeah. It's got the super cool action. It's balanced like great. Like it just keeps spinning. If you have it flat, you can see the action just keeps spinning. Great watch. So on the Discord, I'll post some watch stuff too. I know a lot of knife guys are into watches, so I wanted to show that. I can show you how to do that. I'm hearing a noise. I don't know if my Bluetooth headset said something to me. Could have said your battery's about to die. And then there was one other thing I wanted to show y'all. Oh yeah. When I said what your key says about you, it's supposed to say a lot about you, period. And I said y'all would laugh if y'all saw my keys. And I guess I will show them. starting off with, as a precursor, before we even show these keys, you've got to realize that I'm 6'4" and 285 pounds. Nick, I don't have a compact car on my wrist. This was $125. Yep, and I can show you where to get one just like it for $125 very easily. This was not $8,000 like it is if you buy it new. And there's levels to this stuff. Like there's good ones and there's cheap. There's 3 tiers of watches, and maybe even 4 tiers now. They're getting into some that you could almost send to the manufacturer and they couldn't tell. But yeah. So if you want one, you want to check it out, you're welcome to. Anyway, I got sidetracked from the chat, but started off saying I'm 6'4", 285. So I'm a big guy. So my keys are not for everyone. Everyone cannot rock my keys because everyone is not as big as me. I never have these in my pants pocket. They're always in a coat pocket, or take them out of my pants pocket, and I put them in like a drawer at work or something. But anyway, this is my keychain. Okay, this is my EDC kit keychain, I guess, because I don't carry a bunch of cool EDC stuff, but I do have everything. So when he bought that little screwdriver, it made me remember the fact of what all I had on my keychain. So I've got a flathead and a Phillips head with swivel things where you can spin them. It starts off with a few things up here. It's got a carabiner that's got multiple other carabiners on it. So there's a few up here at the top that I can take off really quickly from this top carabiner and have their own. They have their own key rings then, and they become their own units. So like my super bright little flashlight that I got, that is like 900 lumens. It's got an alarm. It's got a flasher, blue and red. It's got a ultraviolet light for curing stuff. It comes in super handy. It's got all the different modes. Turbo mode, you double tap it to turn it on, then go through the modes. And you hold it down to turn it off, and then you can just hold it down for turbo. But anyway, I can pop that off if I need to. It's on with this top ring, along with my 2 screwdrivers. And then you come down, and you have headache medicine. This one is just a cheap one, the carabiner that I used. I don't know. I don't have any. It's just a keychain that I bought that had these other little double hooks attached to it. I don't know. I found it. Somebody leave them at work. So it's got multiple. So each one has its own thing. So this first one is where I keep my Aleve or ibuprofen if I've got a headache. Second one is house keys. Next one is my 2 cold steel. I lost one. I lost the Tanto version, which is this one. And so I bought the drop point version because I lost the Tanto. So now I have them both on here. Then Nick, I'll give you the link in a minute. It's in the Discord. If you want to join the Discord, I can post it in the watches little section that I put on there. So you got those 2 knives. You got house keys. Then next I have multiple terabytes of flash drives. One of these is a 1 terabyte. One's a 5. A couple of them are 512s. Actually, probably 3 of them are 512s. So I've got probably 2.5, 3 terabytes of storage right there of all kinds of stuff. Different ones for different stuff. A full Linux operating system on one that I can just plug in and turns anybody's computer into my computer. Then I have my car section, which my Sentra, which I can pop off. Like when I needed to hand that guy my keys to work on my car, I just popped it off. But everything comes off individually. and then that's my EDC kit all in one. And it is huge, but I can even fit it in my pocket. It'll fit in my hand. It'll fit in my pocket. My hand will fit in my pocket. So there you go. I don't know what that says about me, but y'all can diagnose and say what you want. Nick, if I was to point you anywhere about watches and to find watches, I would say go to Reddit. So you can sign up for Reddit for free if you're not on Reddit already. I'm sure you are. This is just for everybody listening. Go to Reddit, type in up here at the top r/China Time. And r/China Time is one of the best and biggest. It's got 132,000 members. So join Chinatime, and when you join Chinatime, one of the pinned posts up here at the top, it says the complete guide to replica watches. Okay, you click on that link, and then you click again on this picture, and it takes you to a huge page of everything you could possibly want to know, from the different tiers to so here's the tiers, like how the different price points you want to spend. Then there's a trusted dealers list and a recommended sellers list, and then a DH Gate sellers list. So all these, when you go to the DH, it's got the links to their DH Gate stores, and it's got their WhatsApp. And a lot of these come from guys that you have to contact them via WhatsApp. And the guy I used to get this one was Michael Travis. And he has a DH Gate store. I'm not sure what is on this store, but he's got a few on here. And I bet, let me see. They won't be labeled the same on here. So you won't be able to type in Omega. You won't find anything because DH Gate won't let them, and they won't say Omega across them. So the best way to deal with these people, in my opinion, is just through WhatsApp. So that's what I've done with him. I just grabbed this WhatsApp number. I message him. He does have this website that does break it down. So you can go to his website, and then you go to products, and you go to like U1 Factory is the one I got. No, actually it's not. But I bet up here I can type Omega. So yes, I typed Omega and all these popped up. So there's the Myota Movement Seamaster that I got right there. It's got the Japanese Myota Movement in the back, but it's labeled with the Omega rotor. So that's the exact one I got. He doesn't have the prices right on here. This one was $125, and there's the pictures of it. Anyway, best place, Reddit, the guide. After you go to the guide, you can go to multiple places, including DH Gate or Trusted Dealers List. The Trusted Dealers List has some sites that have some superb stuff on them. So like this Andiot watches, they have the top tier. There's only one tier above them, and that's the ones that are basically indistinguishable from original. But their stuff is $450, $500, $600. But you can get like an AP. So you go to brand and go to like Royal Oaks, AP watch, and they're immaculate for $430. Like, you're getting a $35,000 watch that 99 out of 100 watch people couldn't tell wasn't the real thing. And I don't know, some things are overpriced, but these $40,000 watches to me is another level of overpriced compared to like knives. But the insides of these are just immaculate, and they look, I mean, they're the same watch. And there's websites, they're homage watches, they're replica watches, or whatever you want to Yes, sir. I will throw the link to his website, but I would say go to that Reddit if you want to really learn about it. But the link right here, you can't really order through his website, so you're gonna have to message him anyway. This Michael Travis guy, because there's no prices on the website. But I will give you a link to his site right here. I'll put it in the Discord. There's a Watch Stuff channel. You can see the loom. If you're wondering about the loom, there's the loom on it. When I just hit it with my flashlight on my keychain, the loom is super cool. Even the bezel, but yeah, it's on there. I put the pictures. There's the loom also, and that's not even in the dark. Like the loom on it looks great. Super good quality. Good quality pictures. The Discord's really fun to play with. You can see the movement here. I just barely had it spinning. As long as it's flat, it'll just keep going. You can tell it wants to even keep going when it's getting close to stopping. Like it just wants to keep spinning. So awesome automatic movement. All that's good. I know a lot of people that are into knives. I don't know. All these sites are still up, so there's definitely a market for it, and I think there's even a wider gap on people that aren't going to spend $1,500 on a knife as opposed to buying a replica for $100, as there is somebody that's buying a $60,000 watch that they will never possibly be able to afford. You're not taking money from that company. I don't care what you try to tell me. Nobody is taking my money from Audemars Piguet, because I'm not going to buy an AP watch ever in my life. I mean, I don't think, regardless of how much money I have, I'm not going to buy a $50,000, $60,000 watch. Like, it's just not my thing. But do I like watches? Sure. But I've also got a Samsung that I could throw on and have any kind of watch face I want and be completely happy with. So I just like diversity and a little change every now and then, just like all of y'all. So that's why I got into the replica scene of watches also. I've got that one. I've got my nice Rolex. They're both from the same guy. They were both $125. I'd rather get that tier than the $400 tier so far. But this is my James Cameron Deep Sea. The bezel on this one is not nearly as good as the Omega. This has got the blue face with the black ceramic bezel. It does have the gas release valve, and pretty much it's got the new band where you can adjust the size by sliding it. You push. Let me see if I can show you. So in here, you flip this little lever, and then you can. There's a little gear. Let me see if you can see the steps. Dang it! I saw it a second ago. I've got it almost all the way. Anyway, there's another lever that you flip here, and then it unlocks the little ratchet system. There you go. You can see the little, and so you can adjust it that much without taking links out. So that makes it awesome. You can get it to where it's just the perfect size. This one, I've got the perfect size, but I had to take out a link on each side, and I did. I took a link out on each side so it's even. When you hold this one now, each side is square, but yeah, links are in the Discord if you want to know. I'm not too proud to tell you, and no excuses on why I wouldn't buy an $8,000 watch, because not saying I don't at different times in my life, I couldn't have afforded that or still couldn't, but I just don't, I don't know. I've got other things. I'd rather buy a laser. But anyway, yeah, Michael Travis is the trusted dealer I started with. But I think before long, I'm going to buy one of those Andiot watches because they're just a different league. Like if I go look up the same James Cameron watch on that website, on this website, brand Deep Sea Dweller. So the other Sea Dweller version besides the James Cameron that I like is this one, the black carbon fiber one. Like that, man, that is a sexy knife. That is a sexy watch. See, why are we not scrolling down? There we go. Yeah, that carbon, I mean, come on now. Like, that's a pretty watch. And like I said, the movements and everything in them are pretty immaculate too. I don't know why these pictures aren't loading. Oh, there it is. But you can see the movements are beautiful. And that watch itself is beautiful. But I think, let's see, carbon fiber and black. There's the Cameron edition. So there's the $440 one. Whereas mine doesn't look nearly that nice. The back of mine doesn't look anything like this. That's the back of the actual James Cameron one. And that's the original, like, pretty wild. Swiss Perpetual Geneva. Super cool. All right, enough about watches. Enough about keys. Back to knives. And we're actually going to end it pretty soon. It's been 2 hours. Let's say that's plenty. It's nice having my magnetic thing. And somebody mentioned the fact that I had the knives with the blade down. And that's just the way you have to use these magnetic knife things. When you put big knives on them, these magnets, and if you were to do just a little shaking, they'll fall off, as you just saw. Even if you get right on the magnets, they're heavy enough that they fall off. So when you put them this way, then the blade sits flat on the magnets and the scales sit on top of it. So you can see that. So the scales support the knife completely, and you can shake that all you want. It's not going nowhere because the scales are holding the weight of it. So when you use these magnetic knife blocks for pocket knives, then you need to put them blade down. And it kind of doesn't leave the blade sticking up in the air where you can hit it either. It's kind of safer, honestly. So yeah, I just usually try to line up, and any knives will fit. I just try to line up the blades all facing the same direction. And sometimes you have to get past a thumb stud, but it doesn't matter. There's still enough metal there to hold that knife. So these magnetic things are super cool little show pieces. And like I said, these links to these things were $4.39 for these. Was a great buy. And anybody that had Amazon and didn't buy a couple, in my opinion, is a fool. No, I'm just kidding. Be shady. Yep. Thanks for being with me, man. 2 hours, 2 full hours. I'm about to end it anyway, so appreciate you being here. yep, much love to you too. We will see you tomorrow. More knife stuff to go over. And we will do it tomorrow for sure. Maybe there'll be some more Blade Show videos we can watch a little bit of. But you can hold, like, these 16-inch ones. You can get probably 10 knives on them, even if they're big knives like this. And they're super convenient. They work well. Even these cheap ones. I mean, I test engraved with the laser in this one, and kind of, because I knew I had 3 other ones. And I've already got one on the wall behind me, so it's just got a bunch of, it's got those Fintiso and that CJRB, and it's also got my SRM that I bought not long ago that doesn't really have a home yet, but I really like it. It's got that stepped design a little bit where the handles are up a little higher than the blade, so you can get down there and chop. You know, and you still get your fingers in there. Anyway, that one's up there, and then so is my two my 2 replica winter blades, and then my Kaiser Mystic that I've been carrying a lot is up there. But these magnets are great, man. I'm telling you. Like, for a person that likes looking at their knives, and you know, you can mount one of these anywhere, so you could have some really cool pictures. Like, Be Shady should have one of these for sure, for some pictures for us. And you could decorate this any kind of way you wanted to too. You could paint it up really cool or have some designs on it. Ed could drill some holes in it and hang some lanyards from it. No, I'm just joking. I hope Ed's eyes are feeling better. Haven't heard from him in a couple of days. He popped in, but he didn't stay long the other day. Anyway, guys, I think I'm about to get out of here. Maybe a couple more things. One thing I thought about is, do y'all have a place where you keep all your pivot tools? So, like, you got to have pivot tools for every knife that has a weird pivot. So I've got one of these little things that I packed all my pivot tools in. So there's not many knives that you could send me that I couldn't get into. There's quite a few of these. And if you've ever used these pivot tools, you know they have a hole in it where you're supposed to stick something in there. So I even have one that has a wooden rod in it that I use to stick through the hole to give you leverage. It's kind of weird, but I've got all of them, from the Hinderer stuff, the ones you have to order from. There's some weird stuff on some of these pivots. Anyway, I've got a bag with all my pivot tools for any kind of knife brand you can think of. That's even the little breakdown tool for that Mortise and Tenon Tucson 88, I think. Tucson 80, TS80, TS88, something. But that's the Mortise and Tenon Tucson. But you got to have a place to keep all your pivot tools. But those magnetic holders are really, really dope, and they're a good place to store all your knives. So yeah, you should grab you one. I doubt that coupon that I showed y'all last week is still active, but it'll pop back up from time to time, I guarantee you. And I will show you where to find that one last time before we leave. Still Addicted. Good morning, sir. It was that site. It's called myvipon.com. It's also free to sign in with your Google account, and it is only Amazon promo codes. And you can type knife up here in the top, and there will be occasional knives that pop up. I've bought quite a few, but that magnetic thing is still on sale. So this price is wrong. It is not $5.70. It's $4.39. And it says this coupon code can be applied to all variations. So when you hit get coupon and you go to Amazon, change it from the 10-inch version to the 16-inch version, apply this 30% coupon, sign in, and it'll be $4.39 once you paste this code in. It'll take it from $22 down to $4.39. And you can, normally they limit you to where you can only buy one item at that price and the code will quit working. Well, you can put 3 in, you can put 4 in, you can put 9 in. So you can get 9 of these things for $36. Have storage for 90 knives. I'm just joking, but but you could. And they have the black. They didn't have the black when I bought them, but those would be super cool. Light brown and dark brown. So there you go. Still Addicted. I know you're into watches. Look at my beauty I got yesterday. This thing is a champ. Omega Seamaster Professional. Whatever that means. But yeah, man, this thing's pretty. Feels great too, man. Feels so good. The bezel is so good and tight and clicky. I know you're into this kind of stuff, so there you go. I hate when people pop in when I'm ready to leave because I feel the need to continue talking, but 2 hours is a pretty good long stretch. If you weren't here at the beginning, this is a $26 Temu full titanium frame lock with a lock bar insert and butter action utility knife. It's got a clip, it's got lock bar insert, it's got a frame lock. It's got better action than a lot of pocket knives I've seen, and it's $26 on Temu. You can see how easily that closed. And that blade weighs little of nothing up there at the top. So you know the action's got to be butter if it just closes like that. Very satisfying click. That lock's great. No lock rock either direction. No side-to-side play. Cool knife. $26. The link is in the Discord. If you join it, it's in general. Yep. That's the knife of the day. And other than that, I don't know. We went over a bunch of Blade Show videos. Talked about some other stuff. Showed my EDC keyring. I don't know why this knife is so hard to find any info about. I guess it's because it's an 8-year-old replica. But there's hardly anything about this knife. And I think it's a great knife. I found a second one. It's the only other one I was able to find. And I'm trying to buy it at the moment. But dude won't answer me. He hasn't been on for a while on the platform that I messaged him on. But I love Laconico designs. And this knife is super cool. And I don't like the holes. But they're growing on me through this knife. But that McNeese was that was the knife of the day from Blade Show. 3.9 inch McNeese version of an old custom he used to make. He's about to release in April, May, probably May, I would guess. I'm going to do small batches, he said, so they'll probably be $900,000. But it was a super cool knife, that's for sure. Well, all right, guys. Y'all know how it is about this time. 2 hours and 15 minutes in. I tell y'all I love you and appreciate you being here. See you again tomorrow for some more Blade talk. Got any questions, comments, suggestions? BladeAlchemy4U@gmail.com. Please join our Discord. I'm going to start saying that every video so that people will get in there and we can grow us a big knife community of a bunch of cool guys. Drummer, have a good one. Still Addicted. B Shady, Nick, Scott, TC Blades, John, Tagamori, Rudy. Appreciate all y'all today. Knives Are Life. He's been busy working, making that cheddar. So he's popped in though and showed his support, and I appreciate that. A bunch of great guys. We're gonna have to have a get together, and first round's on me. I don't even drink hardly, but yeah, I hope y'all have a great Sunday afternoon. I'm gonna go check out that car and possibly buy it this afternoon. So I may have news of a new car tomorrow. Working on getting some money rounded up for that laser. So that's coming soon. Life's good. Try to enjoy every day. Tell the people you love them, you love them. You don't know when it'll be the last time you see them. And on that note, we'll see y'all